Hey guys, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. This one is part 3. Don't know how long this stream is going to last. I don't think it's going to be a huge, long stream on purpose. There's a few things I need to address real quick. YouTube, we're cool. Twitch, my previous video cut off, so you're going to have to go to my YouTube channel, which is the same. You can see it in the description as in on my Twitch channel. For some reason, my OBS cut off Twitch all the way down to nothing. And my stream stopped super early on Twitch compared to what I finished up because I was streaming. I always stream typically on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And eventually I am leaving Twitch and I'm going to be doing Rumble and YouTube. But all that aside, um, for Twitch users, please look at my YouTube for the solo honor mode is fun. Let's go, part 2. This is part 3, but part 2, you're gonna have to go to YouTube. It cut out. I did nothing wrong with it. This is the first time it's ever happened on OBS/Twitch for this to happen. So that video was cut way short. So if you're trying to catch up, please watch my other YouTube. Same title. So with that said, there's a few things I'm going to do in this game, but I'm going to talk more about what did we do last time, how did we get here, what's going on. I might kill a few things because right now we're going for 2 things in this game. We have all of our gear except for the adamantite shield, which is very important for us. We can run and get that, or we can also kill mobs and do some things between Act 1 and Act 2 just to gain some experience because I'd like to be at Ketheric for level 8. And that won't take long. And no, I'm not a GIF. It's this bad boy right here. So let me make sure my reverb doesn't come through my speakers because I choose not to wear headphones tonight. My handy dandy ones. Okay, we're good. We're good. We don't have I have my speakers going, so I don't want it too loud. It's really low. It's barely enough to where I can hear what I need to in the game. Though I do love the music. So let's talk. Let's talk about what do we do? What goes on in this build? Okay. And there's a lot of moving pieces. But in the end, it's really simple. It's just some things are tedious, like Volo, right? We want to have enough money for Volo. We've got everything we need except the adamantite shield, right? And we have 5,476 gold. When you reach Act 3, you know, hoping you have 5k, you need 5k gold, or, you know, 1 to 3,000 of items you want to get rid of that can get you that 5k gold. Okay, but when we reach Act 3, we'll get into that. I've done it on my previous videos, but I'm going to do it again. So what we went ahead and did in this game, okay, please don't worry about all this stuff in the bag. You know, there are things we're going to use and not use later, but, you know, we always have a strength of 8, but we bring it up to 21 typically with a hill giant strength. Okay, we need that because of our bow. Our Titan string bow is based upon our strength modifier. So that modifier of 21, right, which is this, is huge. And that's where our DPS comes from. And later on, we'll have a cloud giant strength that'll give us 27. I was going to say 29. When we pick our rings, okay, at first we pick up the smuggler's ring. That's pretty much our first ring we ever would and should get because it gives us stealth and sleight of hand. More importantly for stealth, for survival, and then sleight of hand is great with Volo. And when we pick up our Titan string, we also get over here, well, I'll just do it here, our gloves of thievery. This also helps with our sleight of hand, stealing from vendors, i.e. Volo. You know, we carry a couple of arrows of darkness in the beginning, and that's to get this safeguard shield. This is good to have. And we also have a, where's our breastplate? +1. This is what we use our our Darkness Arrow on. I'm sorry. The shield we purchased from Damon in the Emerald Grove right across from Auntie Ethel. And we carry that. And then there are 2 upgrades you can get within Act 1 and 2 besides the breastplate +1. And that'll be early on. You can get the Helldusk armor from Raphael. Yes, Raphael. And you do have to use non-lethal attacks. It's in my videos. If somebody wants me to make a short of it, I can go ahead and do that. It's all over the internet, but the way I do it is the quickest possible way, including the route we're doing, so we don't waste as much time. But if you don't want to opt in for that, I don't have it here, but it's the Yuntai Scale Mail from Act 2 from Quartermaster Tilly at Last Light Inn. And that is a huge upgrade. And we're not even Act 3 yet to get our final actual best in slot. This Shade Clinger armor here. When you're obscured, the wearer has an advantage on saving throws, and you also have a stealth +1. We use this more importantly, okay, to nullify the disadvantage on saving throws with this risky ring. You see where this is going now? So with all that said, this is a huge combination factor, and we didn't even get into the other gear yet. Our silver pendant at first is good for ability checks and nothing else. But eventually, when you're able to, we can have our, strange conduit ring. This strange conduit ring, when concentrating, i.e. guidance, or pass without a trace, or hunter's mark, a concentration spell of any sorts, something, a scroll, right? Whatever it is, we're going to get a roll of 1d4 psychic damage on our weapon. This is big. Now it's not on there. Let me show it though. Let me show it off. So we're concentrating, and now you'll see the psychic damage on there. And yes, it does wear off after 10 rounds, but you just reapply it, right? I apply it before combat. I'll get to the thunder damage momentarily of why it's on our bow and why it's so important. Now, with that said, we'll go back to pendants, okay? And this is not completely in order, but when you go after Minthara, or I'm sorry, not Arabella, Druid Grove, the boss in the Druid Grove. I'm sorry, I can't think straight. Broodmother's Revenge. Anytime you heal yourself, you get a 1d6 of poison damage on your weapon. So if I go ahead and I go into turn-based mode, right? You see what's here on my bow right now, right? If I pop one of these raspberries, okay? And I'm on honor mode right now, so... but what I would do is I click this. I can waste all these right now in one go in turn-based mode because they don't cost an action. This good berry and this raspberry. These berries don't cost any actions. You just keep clicking them. One, it heals the person. Okay, fair enough if you need it. When you can actually pop potions of healing. But what it is so you don't waste a potion of healing as any kind of an action. This is free. When you're wearing this, you're going to get that 1d6 also stacked on this. So now you're going to see, you have the piercing, the thunder, the psychic, and then you'll have the poison. It stacks, man. It's wonderful. Now, let me digress here. How can you stack that if you don't have your guidance on? How are you going to stack that? That's fine. Well, we have Pass Without a Trace, we have Hunter's Mark, and anything else that's a concentration spell. That's all you got to do. So you switch pendants so you can get the poison, right? But before you enter combat, pop something. Or if you're getting into combat and you want to still get the drop on somebody, pop a Hunter's Mark on somebody. But it does cost a spell slot. And so does Pass Without a Trace. This is a level 1, this is level 2. Anyways, moving forward, okay? And that would be kind of optimal, to be honest, is the most optimum one is putting on your Broodmother's Revenge, to be honest. So you have the poison, and you pop something else that has a concentration spell, and now you have psychic damage, right? But because this is so easy and free to get with guidance here, I mean, there's no point in not using it, right? This is huge. So I want to kind of put that out there. Now, one of the first things we also pick up is for this tier list or per se is a Deathstalker mantle. Anytime you kill an enemy, shroud yourself in primeval darkness, become invisible for 2 turns. That is a bread and butter that we use along with Dread Ambush or Hide or the Umbral Shroud if you know, it's an oh shit moment, right? It depends. Also, you have to be in a obscured environment. Okay, so anyways, I wanted to put that out there that obviously Deathstalker Mantle is something you really want to have if you're going to do a solo archer, solo ranger, whatever you want to call it. And then the next thing we're going to definitely be picking up is the Boots of Stormy Clamor from the Underdark from Olm. And this is what gives us our reverberation by applying something, a condition on a hostile character, creature, whatever. Even pre-combat, you can still get reverberation. So that's where our psychic damage comes in, or even our thunder damage we have on the bow, or the poison, whatever it is, right? These things are going to apply it. Anything. You could have the acid ring. I don't get it. I don't have it here, but the one that does 2 acid damage. That's very expensive, unfortunately. It's like really weird for the Underdark. I would expect that something else we could get is going to be a lot more ridiculously expensive. Some of our items actually are, but I'm just saying for the +2 acid damage is ridiculous. But it still synergizes, though. It still synergizes with these boots. But when you pick up the Strange Conduit Ring from the Kresh by the boss, you also pick up 2 other items. One is the Diadem of Arcane Synergy, and the other one is Gloves of Belligerent Skies. This is best in slot the whole game, except for maybe one fight. But regardless, it inflicts the Arcane Synergy, and that's where you add up. It's a hard thing to explain. There are YouTubes over it, but basically we're going to be getting extra damage. We're going to be delivering a lot more extra damage. It stacks. And our Gloves of Belligerent Sky, excuse me, I had to clear my throat here. Whenever the wearer deals thunder, lightning, or radiant damage, inflict 2 turns of reverberation. Well, we have 2 here and 2 here, so that's 4. Okay. Well, hit an enemy twice, and what is going to happen with reverberation, whether you're looking at the gloves or the boots, okay, that entity has a -1 penalty in strength, dex, and constitution saving throws. That is huge. Now, we're going to take it another step. When the entity has 5 or more turns of reverberation, it takes 1 to 4 thunder damage. So now, not only am I doing my normal thunder damage, I'm doing additional thunder damage now, and it can fall prone. Okay, unless they're immune to thunder damage, right? But they can fall prone. And the other thing is, prone, it is a condition. It can't move, do bonus actions, reactions, we know about that, but it has disadvantages on strength and dex saving throws. And in addition to all of that, don't worry, it keeps getting better, right? What's that? What, the Shammy Wow guy? The Sham Wow guy, you know? But wait, there's more? Okay, it's the same concept, right? Attacks against a prone creature has advantage if they're made within 3 meters of the creature. So now, that's just nasty. And understand that this reverberation stuff is going to happen through the end game and like all the way down, right? So we'll wind up eventually picking up the Ballast Armor in Act 3, and it wants you to be close to your enemy, like real close, like kiss the creature close almost, right? I think it's like within 1.5 meters, right? So now you have a creature that's fallen prone, and you're within 3 meters with the Ballast Armor for sure. But even now doing that, you're going to have advantage. So now we have advantage. We have our risky ring now we have advantage, and we're going to still have advantage, and we have sharpshooter all in if we choose to select that. So that's where all of this just stacks and stacks and stacks, and it just gets nasty. And imagine if you're wearing the Broodmother's Revenge pendant with the poison damage, and you're using Hunter's Mark for your psychic damage, right? Now, but on top of that, with a Hunter's Mark, right? What does that say? Mark a creature, okay, and deal an additional 1d6 of whatever damage. It's going to be piercing in the end. It is piercing now, but it depends on like what weapon you're actually, like melee weapon you're holding, but it doesn't matter about that. Like it's about your bow anyway. So you're going to do another 1d6 damage. And so here's the cool thing. Here's the cool thing. If you wind up using, I don't think I have one on me. Yeah, I don't have one. But like an arrow of fiend slaying, humanoid slaying, whatever slaying, right? And you use that on its on the creature that it's intended for, that there does double damage alone. Now we're doubling everything we do, and on top of that, critting deals double damage. So now if you crit on top of that, dude, you're like, enemy is one-shotted, bro, by a long shot, you know. So that's what's so awesome about this. And let me digress and talk about the melee weapon here we have attached. And again, our shield is just for AC and saving throw right now, but we're going to get our other best in slot shield that will remain with us till the end of the game, which is the Adamentite shield, because it's going to give us further things like reeling, like was it shield bash or whatever that makes the enemy go fall prone on the ground. It's got a +2 armor class. You cannot be critically attacked, meaning a crit is not going to hit you. So you basically aren't going to get one-shotted, right? Especially on honor mode. That's what we'll be getting. And then right now we have Knife of the Undermountain King, which is amazing. Reduces the number you need to roll a critical hit to get a hit, okay, while attacking by 1, and this effect can stack. So as long as you keep going at it, that stack effect for getting a critical hit is going to be closer and closer and closer. Shadowblade, you have advantage on attack rolls against lightly or heavy obscured targets when using this blade. You know, so when people ask, how does it do so much damage? And I didn't even talk about all the Act 3 gear yet. Taking down Ketheric on the rooftop usually is easy. I will get the humanoid slaying targets or undead slaying targets for Ketheric, but it does double damage. And then if you crit on top of it, I mean, you know, Ketheric goes down real quick. It's just, can I hit Ketheric? Sometimes, like, it just wants to fuck with me. Excuse my language. But sometimes it's just a miss. And I'm like, really, dude? Like, really? The game just likes to do that. But, oh, and on top of that, I'm sorry, sharpshooter all in. Though we have a penalty, okay, we're not going to receive much of a penalty, but we'll do an additional 10 damage. Now, if you have a special arrow of humanoid or undead slaying, whatever, you're doing 20 damage now, not just 10, because it does double damage. Then if you crit, well, now we're doing 40 damage from sharpshooter alone. From sharpshooter alone. If you do double damage, if you crit with an arrow of whatever slaying it is, that sharpshooter alone is giving you 40 damage, and then we add up everything else twice or 4 times, if you know what I mean. So that's why people can one-shot so many things in this game, and half of the time or more, you know, as the game progresses and the gear progresses, gets better, we're killing things without even touching combat, right? So now we're not in combat, but we're killing things. That's what's so important about our gear. And maybe I could have explained that in a previous video of this series. But, you know, I keep going over some of these things, but I was asked, like, well, but where does the damage stack? It's supposed to be that good. Yeah, it's that freaking good. And what's amazing about this particular build is it just keeps escalating. It keeps growing exponentially from level 2 on. Meaning level 2, you get everything you need to really traverse with, meaning your spells, right? So you have your long strider, you have your enhanced leap, right? And then level 3, you're going to be able to hide now for combat. When you get into combat, yeah, you'll have your attack here, but the first time you get into combat, each and every time, you'll have your dread ambusher attack. That's over here. Melee or ranged, but we do ranged. And then you get back out of combat. You have dread ambusher hide. You have Umbral Shroud if you need to. You can have scrolls or potions of invis. Later on, greater invis if you choose to use it, depending upon the situation. You have a haste bonus action. Now that's not going to help this part out, right? Because this takes a bonus action. Okay, but using a bonus action, you can take this bonus action from speed potion, pop a scroll, which is an action because it gives you that extra action, and if you're in a tight spot, you're good to go. Like an oh shit button, right? Of saying, oh, my stuff's like, I got bad rolls, I can't get far enough, whatever. And remember, potion of speed, look what it says about your movement speed. It doubles it. So all these things, right? Level 3. We're only at level 3 talking about this now, right? So when we pop level 4, level 4, I think that's where we get our sharpshooter all in. Sorry. In level 5, we get... I'm sorry, I don't remember which one's which. Level 5, we get Pass Without a Trace. Okay. So as we're building up now we have another option for combat if we choose to do so. Especially early on too, and late on. It just depends on what you're getting yourself into, right? There's only a few fights that would say, you know what? This combat experience, I'm actually going to use Pass Without a Trace. It's worth using. And it does cost a level 2 spell slot. And people are like, well, I don't want to, lose all my stuff. Well, hey, you can long rest, or you can respec exactly how you are, and it'll give you all your spell slots back. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. And when we go into Rogue from here on out, coming up in level 6, so it's 5 levels of Ranger, then we're going to take 4 levels in Rogue, 2 levels in Fighter, and then our final level at level 12 is going to go back into Rogue. We're done with Ranger. We're done with Ranger at level 5. At level 5 is your last level of Ranger. And Rogue, man, we have our surprise attack, or our sneak attacks, melee and especially ranged. We have more stealth going on. We have just so many extra things and attacks we can do. The crits just keep coming. Things just keep growing exponentially. We're going to put a feat of strength in for double dex, so we'll sit at 19 or 20 with a hag's hair, right? This is what grows it. We'll have eventually in Rogue, see how dash and disengage, they cost an actual action. Let me get out of turn base here. They cost an action. Well, we're going to wind up getting these 2 plus another one of these that are exactly the same, so it's kind of void, right? But these will eventually, you will have these that cost an action, but then we're going to have these in this blue color from Rogue to be a bonus action. So now we have choices. Do we want to use this as an action, or do we want to use this as a bonus action? So that's what I wanted to talk about on most of this early gear that we have, or Act 2 and Act 1 gear. Now let me talk about the rings. The ring, and by the way, this pendant here, this amulet, this was for getting my awakened buff at the creche. I pop a silver pendant with guidance, and I remove it. I pop this on, and I use the ability, and that'll help me out with my with my wisdom. Okay, and I also I'll wear this during that very one moment, so we have more intellect. The first roll is always the hardest. After that, the other two rolls are quite easy. But anyways, to get a lifted passive feature, so it's their bonus actions versus sorry, instead of actions, they're bonus actions. But let me talk about some of these rings. We're not going to talk about all these because this should be, I should get rid of this. Mage's Friend, look, that's for any special checks that you want to do coming up or later on in game. It's just there, whatever. Okay, I can get rid of those. I'll get to that Ring of Spiteful Thunder in a minute. This here, the Whispering Promises was earlier game. It's still good to have before you get the Strange Conduit ring. Okay, like I'll pair this with the Smuggler's ring, and that's about it. This is the Smuggler's ring with the Stealth and the Sleight of Hand. But when I do dialogue checks, I usually take it off because it's a -1 charisma, depending on what it is. Now, so these two rings are amazing together. The Strange Conduit and the Risky ring, they pair amazing. However, this combination here, we always want to have the Risky ring on from here on out, unless for some crazy reason you're not having it on for a reason, but it should always be on. Ring of Free Action. Ignore the effects of difficult terrain and cannot be paralyzed or restrained. This is huge. This is a game saver on certain fights. Hence Dolar from my previous honor wipe. Can't believe it. And many other fights. Act 3, there's a lot of Ring of Free Action going on, especially with bosses or very important enemies. But the normal enemies or the constructs, you don't need to worry about that. But certain ones, or guardians before a room of importance, Ring of Free Action. That stays on. That stays on usually more in Act 3 for certain combat encounters than not, if that makes any sense. So if you're not sure about an encounter, you're better off keeping this on, keeping that on, and not worrying about the 1d4 psychic damage. Just being brutally honest. If you're not sure, you just equip both of these. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. And then with that said, if these two are on, switch to this. Switch to the Broodmother. Might as well. And in combat, if you really want to boost it up, you just pop one of the berries for free, and you get a 1d6 on your weapon for poison. I think it's two rounds you get it for. So hey, that'll fix a lot of issues right there, right? And then again, you can still pop a Hunter's Mark as well, because you're going to get a 1d6 of piercing or bludgeoning, but it's piercing. Okay. So why not? If you're having to pop the necklace, you might as well pop a Hunter's Mark, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. It's a level 1 spell slot. I mean, you got 4 of them. Okay. No big deal. Another ring that is important, or could be important, is Ring of Spiteful Thunder. This is important for certain targets too. When the wearer deals thunder damage to a reverberating creature, it becomes dazed, unless they succeed a con saving throw. Okay. There's also a back piece. I don't think I got the cloak. Yeah, no, we don't have the cloak for that. But because there's one to where you get hit, and it's basically the same thing if you get hit, right? And it's a cloak piece, and it's in Moonrise Towers, and it's either from Roa or the other vendor that is in the little laboratory, whatever. That's all. Wait, is it from? I don't think it's from Quartermaster. Yeah, it's not from the Quartermaster in Last Light Inn. It's in Moonrise. So another thing. If you know you're not going to be using your Deathstalker Mantle to become invisible for certain fights, very, very few, very seldom. Hey, Cloak of Protection, Armor Class 1, +1, Saving Throw +1. It's better than the Deathstalker then, right? Because if you're not going to be going invisible for some reason, well, hey, we got more AC and saving throw, absolutely. You know, people are like, oh, it's just +1. Well, yeah, that's how the game works. I mean, it doesn't go up exponentially on gear, typically on numbers like that. So there, you know, you'll be lucky if there's a +2 somewhere on a piece of gear like that, right? I'm just saying. So that's why we pick that up. Again, it's an honor run, right? We can't save scum, right? But if you want to practice, even if on balance mode, right, and save scum if you need to for accidents, and just run this, run this version, right, and figure out, oh, dude, it's that easy. Yeah, dude, it's that fucking easy, man. But the only uneasy part is two things. You know, that accidental mistake of ignorance slash stupidity. We all get it, right? We're all human. Or saying, I need to, before I get into this fight up here, I want to make sure that I have the proper gear on, including your rings. Ring of free action. Are we doing that? Or we're going to use the strange conduit ring, right? This is how I usually roll, right? Excuse me. That's how I usually roll, okay? But if I switch it out, I switch it out. There's no problem with that. I'll click it here on my hotbar, or I'll just go to the character menu. Who cares? The point is, you just get on what you know you should have for the fight. And if you're not sure, you have two options. Either play it safe, or go on BG3 Wiki. It tells you everything you need to know. It's very easy, the Wiki site. So I don't think I left any of this out, but I wanted to kind of showcase some of this. So a few other things I want to talk about as for things to purchase, right? You know, I seldomly use the sharpness or drow poisons, right? Oil of accuracy is important. It would be nice to have more of these, to be honest with you. Oil of accuracy is a good thing to keep with you. Hill Giant or Cloud Giant, right? But right now we're at Hill Giant Strength. That's very important, which reminds me of another piece of gear. This right here. This piece of gear is the Club of Hill Giant Strength, which we got in the Mage Tower in the Underdark at the top floor, and we had to destroy the stool. And it dropped, that's like the leg of a stool, you know, like a bar stool. And it gives you, it increases your strength to 19, just like Hill Giant Strength Elixir. But that's at 21 and this is 19. It's still freaking good. It's still freaking good, man. Especially if you pair it with this. Instead of the Elixir of Hill Giant Strength, you use Bloodlust, Elixir of Bloodlust. Drink to enter Bloodlust. Once per turn, when you kill a foe, you gain 5 temporary hit points. Okay, cool. Hey, you might need it, but you do have other means to get hit points, right? And like the scroll down here, I mean, don't get rid of these. I have way too many for this run, but hey, you know, I still hoard them. The most important thing, though, for this, for our build and how we fight, because we want to fight out of combat as much as possible, but if we're in combat, okay, the only downside is that it just takes a little longer. I mean, really? That's the only difference, man. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. And I'm genuinely saying that, like, almost every single time. It's just because it's going to take longer, and that's why you're in turn-based. Whoopsie, right? We gain an additional action. Okay? When I kill a foe, I'm going to gain 5 temporary hit points, and this is only once per turn, so end turn and it happens again. And you get to have an additional action. So now I'm in turn-based mode. I have, excuse me, here we go, boom. No more actions, but if I have this on and I killed a creature, it's like, oh my gosh, thank goodness I have this, and I'm in a tight spot, I can pop a scroll, okay, of any sorts, any kind of scroll, an additional weapon action to finish off that last creature or that last hit point of another creature, right? These are huge. These are important. So this is a lifesaver as well. Um, or you say, you know what? I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I don't have to use that for a void bulb. I'm sorry. But anyways, you know, use something. Oh, let me use an arrow of darkness. This is big, right? I like to have a couple of these on hand. I don't need a ton. I'll get them as they come. But you still want to have one or two on you for sure, to get you out of a tight spot. Let me see here. And so this also with the hill giant strength. Remember, your jumping distance is about your strength. Your moving objects like rocks is strength. Just like at the beginning of the game at the beach, right near Asterion. By Asterion, you have that rock. I mean, you do have to have that inside or a can't whatever that check. A strength is perception check, I believe, and you still have to have strength to move it. I think you need 10 strength, and at the beginning of the game we're 8 strength. So popping, well, a hill giant strength elixir is what's going to move that thing, or if you use another character. But the point is, your jumping distance, let's go back here. You notice that when you have hill giant strength elixir, because your strength is higher, you get to jump further even with enhanced leap. So maybe you can't jump as further, but it's just a little less, but you still jump a huge amount. Well, club hill giant strength right there. So you don't have to always have your elixir of hill giant strength on you if you're just trying to traverse around and you're in between a cut scene for resting on long resting, you know, so you save a potion or an elixir. And to emphasize or reiterate about long resting, you have to think about long rest and short rest this way when we just talk about what they mean. Okay, every character, something's different with a short rest. Okay, it depends, but the point is this: a short rest. Picture like sitting back in your chair. I'm just gonna take a quick little rest here. Oh, okay. All right. Let's get back up and, you know, get back to work. Right? That's your short rest. A long rest means you go to sleep. A long rest doesn't mean you have to or don't have to consume camp supplies. So when you consume the camp supplies, that's when you gain your health back. That's when you gain your spell slots back. Okay. If you do a partial rest, meaning it does not use any camp supplies, you're sleeping, you know, you can sleep off curses, right? You know, it all resets. Everything right here, it just resets, okay? Everything here. But if you have dialogue cutscenes or the Deathstalker mantle, or wanting to get the dream sequence, so you can get your space gummies going, or getting to, you know, Raphael earlier in the game on Act 1, right? All sorts of things to speed up those cinematics is just long resting. So if I ever select, let's go to long rest, it's just going to bring me to camp and say, you are going to go to bed. But are you going to just do this partial rest, which means just you're not going to consume camp supplies, versus I'm going to take a full rest. You see, a long rest makes it to be nighttime and say you're going to bed. Now you want to fully rest, like you want a full sleep, you know, you feel good, you have your camp supplies you're going to use, right? Your food you're going to use, same concept. Or do you want to just do this partial rest to where, yeah, I go to sleep, but I go to bed hungry. I'm not going to eat, you know, so I'm not going to replenish everything, but I am going to take that sleep. And that sleep just basically progresses dialogue / cinematics / resets Volo, right? For free, at the cost of losing most of this stuff. But once you're done with all those things, because you can just do it back to back. Okay, now that those things are all out of the way, now I can go ahead and buff myself up with all the good stuff, right? So that's where people get confused between, I want a long rest, but I don't want a long rest because then I have to use my potions. No. You don't want a long rest because you don't want to lose your buffs that you have. That's what it is. That's the issue. But again, if you do a partial rest, it's just going to sleep and doing game sequence versus I'm at full health, I'm at full spell slots, that kind of stuff, right? So that's important to understand there. And I don't remember where I wasted the spell slot at earlier. I really don't remember, but that's fine with me. It's no big deal. Um, but I wanted to explain that portion, that part to you. Another thing as I sort through this crapola, and again, people don't know, but you can make them bigger or smaller, you know. This red book that I get is different than a chest. It's a container, just like a chest, a backpack, camp supply sack, right? But the difference is it stands out, and that's what I use for my keepsakes. That's my elixirs, my potions, all sorts of things I will probably use and need, right? Especially need, that I always consume. So instead of having all my crap all through here, it's in this bag. Usually we sort it out by type and then we condense it, we combine it, right? So it makes life a lot easier in that direction, if that makes any sense. Don't want to use that. And I just drag all this stuff onto here and condense it. But the reason we keep scrolls here are for two reasons. First and foremost, if we need to use them, right? We have them all there. It's lightweight. They are fucking lightweight, man. Keep them on you. Another thing is a lot of these also are good money that you can sell, or you have so many stacks of them, Featherfall, we can just sell them for a lot of gold, right? Whether we're buying gear or like actual good gear to put on, or extra arrows or potions, whatever it is, right? That's what I'm getting to right there. So those are the reasons we have them there, and we still keep them on us. So we put all of our important things, thieves' tools, okay, disarm, our gear that we use. This is just optional, whatever, dude. Like, it's just there. Alchemist fire, a candle. People don't think about candles. You can use that in combat. It's free, or pre-combat, right? You dip it and you hit turn-based mode right, like immediately. Caustic bulb, we went over that earlier. We don't need it anymore. But our fairy bell, so we don't lose the damn thing. I don't know how many times I've lost this freaking bell, and I'm like, what the fuck, And bottle of grease. We can use 2 in the game, as well as which is not here. Yeah, it is here. Basic poison. I carry 2 and 2 basic poison, 2 bottle of grease. The basic poisons for quest, and so is a bottle of grease in case we can't turn a certain statue in the creche that we went over earlier. We had to use one on it. But also, you can use that and slam an enemy with it. Might as well. Any quest items that we're going to use, put them in here. Alchemist fire, of course. Spike bulb, sure. I mean, whatever. It could always help trigger something. Void bulb, not only to bring groups together, but take an enemy or a small group of enemies and say, I want you guys to move a little further away from me. I'm having a rough time right now. Right, so that's another save right there. We have a haste spore grenade. It's another haste. I mean, why not? And smoke powder bombs. So if you know about the smoke powder bombs. If you really don't understand them fully how they work, I have 2 separate stacks, one here and one in the bank for a reason, or my stash, camp supply, whatever. But I'm saving these for good old Ketherick here in a little while, right? I want to have enough, and I want them on me. This is an important item, and we use those items. Now, if I wanted the other smoke powder bombs that look the same but are not, I'll just put them here. I'll put them here. But I, hold on to the good ones here to say, okay, well, this is our stack we're working on. I know what this is for. It's for one thing only, so, I forgot to put that here. There we go. And again, Alchemist Fire, you don't have to use a fire arrow. It's right there. And you can craft these, by the way. You can craft them. You can craft them in here. So, with all that, we have more. But wait, there's more, right? Our strength is what? 21 or 19 or 27 later on, right? Well, what does strength do? Well, we can pick them up. We can throw them off of a cliff, right? We can pick them up, put them in a different place on the map, blow them up, get them away from the rest of the enemies. You know, now we just killed a boss or 3, you know, stuff like that. Or 4, or there's more than that. But it's crazy. And we can pick these up now because our strength is higher. So all these little things not only add up, but they synergize. They synergize with this build. That's the beauty of it. And again, as we level, we're exponentially getting better. And it's not like I need to be, you know, level 6 before I get really good. No, you're becoming really good exponentially. That's the cool thing. The reason I like level 8 so much is because so level 3 is a milestone. I know, right? Level 2, you get all your traversing. Level 3 is a milestone because you go pick Gloomstalker for Ranger. Well, at level 8, meaning all round level 8, right? Or level 3 Rogue, right? You get Assassin. You can become an Assassin Rogue and choose that subclass. Man, that's sick. And we'll get to that as we get to it. I don't want to go too far off as I'm going like this, trying to explain things, but that's the beauty of this. We're jumping and moving far. We're traversing real quickly. We are able to kill enemies and usually stay out of combat or escape combat. We are able to get all of our Act 2 gear before finishing Act 1. What? I mean, and we can do it quickly, relatively quickly compared to a lot of other classes. I mean, seriously. And when we're in Act 3, we just look at something and say, either you die and give up, or, you know, whatever. You look at it, it dies. You know, that's the cool thing about the Act 3 gear, which we haven't fully gotten into yet. And so all the synergizing, okay, all these different things I'm talking about, literally this should be like a stealth synergized assassin. That's what this should be called. I'm just saying, right? A stealthy synergized assassin. I think I just coined this. Can I coin this? I don't think anybody's ever said this before, but I really want to coin this right here. A stealth energized assassin. Synergized assassin. Wow. SES. No, anyways, I'm getting off topic here. I'm just trying to have a good night, you know, good evening, a different kind of a stream this time to explain things and have a little fun, chit chat more than doing the clicky as much. You know, I think we're at, hold on. I want to make sure I have our combat gear on now, because we're gonna go through some of this now. Okay. And, you know, see Invis. We don't have to get it from Volo. We can have it on a scroll because it's a long rest. All you do is recast a scroll on your long rest, right? And I'm done with that, man. This is too much fun. I was gonna say it's too easy, but I'm not trying to be, oh, I'm good and you're not kind of thing. No. But, you know, I want to be able to say, hey, well, fuck it. If I can do it, you can do it. There's nothing else to say. If I can do this, you can do this. Okay? Sail into darkness. This is a game ender if you're too fast with the dialogue. And it's not about choosing the wrong thing. It auto-chooses the wrong thing. Right? We don't want that to happen. So nice and easy on my right clicks. I seek the sergeant. I have the boots. That's all you have to say. And then he stayed behind.
Come on, the rest of
you continue for.
And that's it. That's it. Now, understand that at the Grimforge, you don't leave the Grimforge. Once you're here, you stay here. You leave. Quest stuff gets messed up. I haven't left in so long,
You
I don't remember
shithead.
what
Spit it
happens.
out.
Now,
Come
there's
on,
another
no.
dialogue
You're
here. You need
shitting
to
me.
answer certain two
Who's the
choices
who,
here.
Grayman?
I'm a
Another
true
slave
soul.
for the
You're going to
deep.
treat me with
That's
respect.
you feel.
And go ahead and say,
You
I'm not going
twat's
to
old
give you a
chum
single coin.
owes us a load of
That's all you have to
and
worry
I'm
about there.
warning
Boom,
you.
problem solved.
That
And,
twat's
and leave conversation, right? You don't have to run to him. He's actually a vendor.
Everything
Really
is
doesn't
clear.
sell anything. I still check him though, but he usually sells nothing. Come here and get the waypoint, but we don't need to do anything with the waypoint yet. I'm going to come over here. There is a stained cask here. Okay. That was very informative. Thank you. No problem, Brandon. If you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully I can answer them. If not, maybe I'll learn from you or on the wiki site or something like that. I'm always willing to learn things, but I'm also willing to teach the things I know, especially my mistakes. It helps me become a better player in game, and it helps others learn from my mistakes. I'm going to take this poison. Whatever. Here, no. Here, there we go. Put the poison here. Why am I doing all this? There we go. So I'm going to click the stained cask, click this, put this in here, and I'm going to combine, and I'm going to just close the windows and walk away. But yeah, if there's anything I missed or you have questions on different combinations, let me know. I can stop what I'm doing here. I'm just chilling. My goal is to get Grim done so I can get the shield real quick. And I will eliminate this entire area, basically. 98% of it.
True soul, yeah.
No, 1, 2. Yeah, 98% of this place will be cleared. Give me 1 second. Your captive is most entertaining. Oh, I should have talked to Wilbur or whatever the name is. Yeah, here we go. I appreciate that.
Hey, sticks it.
What the funk? What's up? I have a question. How many playthroughs have you gotten BG3? Bro, I don't know.
And then shagged
Way
it.
too many. Way too many. I can't. I have no idea. On this account alone, I have before I streamed on this account, 740 hours. Okay.
Shit.
On
Can
this
we ask?
account. So I have friends that like to have help as well, without doing multiplayer. So anyways, oh, there you are. Okay, so he's coming back to poison them. Sorry about the... Right here, we put the poison in here. And we're going to let them die. We're going to talk to Stick Pit. Excuse me. Skick Pit. And guidance myself. I'm going to talk to him in a minute. Solid. Yeah, no. Yeah, definitely. All right.
Piss off.
He's going to tell me to piss off, and I'm not a true soul. I'm on your
Right? So
side.
like I said, piss off.
And
Then,
Thula.
now why in the hottest hell?
Told you I'm not a true soul. There we go. And they're dead. And what does he get to say? Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much. He'll come back to me, and one of the few favorite lines that I like is what he says here. It's just like, yeah. Shit, you did it.
Frick. They're dead. Shit. You did it. What now?
What you gonna do if you hit 50 followers? Oh, on Twitch. So good news, bad news. I'm not worried anymore about Twitch. Respectfully, and thank you for the follow. Eventually, I'm gonna be switching. I'm streaming live right now on Twitch and YouTube. But due to certain things, and no, I don't have a violation or any of that stuff. It's not that. But I'm going to be still streaming to 2 platforms, but it's going to be YouTube and Rumble eventually. I will be putting that on my Twitch here in the next few weeks for people that do enjoy my content or my conversations with them to say, hey, if you want to see me, you're gonna have to either go to YouTube or Rumble, which are really great platforms. And Rumble's actually pretty darn good, it really is. But I'll be doing that eventually. So it's I could be like, Pop Smoke and ghost everyone, but I'm like, I have nothing to hide. I want to be like, hey, this is where I'm going to be. Some people are going to like it, some people won't, and I respect everyone's decision. But if people like to see the stream, it'll be on YouTube and Rumble eventually. So it's an honest truth. So go find somewhere to hide is our next dialogue, and we're free right there. We're free. One of the few fights I don't do is here. This one right here. This one is nasty. They do like to throw you off into the water, and that's game over. Shit happens. Now, I'm gonna kill all these other people down here, but not yet. I want to do just a few quick things. One, I'm gonna get the treasure chest that's above me, and or the one right here too. Excuse me. Jump up here. And then we're going to get the rune powder next, as well as the shield mold, splint, whatever. Oh, excuse me.
How many died today? How
This is
many
a way to
died
come up. And
tomorrow?
again, you press the letter O, okay, to change your view. That's how I'm doing that. On a keyboard, you press the letter O. We're going to pick up that. This sells. That sells. We'll just pick up the Alashar. And just loot anything you want in here, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. I'm here to also open the lever. Okay. And I'm going to pop my enhanced sleep as well as featherfall, our norm. So we're going to get our boots back on. Excuse me. There we go. Oh wait, no, I'm not trying to do that. What's going on here? All right, we have featherfall and enhanced sleep. We're going to come right over here. What class do you think is the best? My personal favorite, and out of so much research I have done, as well as others, this right here is the best for soloing any mode, but honor mode as well. Much easier than any other, in my opinion. But I also think it's the most fast that scales with everything. I'm going to come up here and talk to this, or loot the skeleton. It has a shield mold for us, which is our best in slot shield when we use it for the entire game, bar none. And see, I'm going to make sure I have all my stuff on. I'm going to hop all the way over here and make sure you have an invis somewhere we can use an actual invis. I'm going to come right over here, not use the front door, but right here. And again, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate you. And then, again, any questions you have, or the things that I was talking about before I started doing this part in Grimforge, I was talking for quite a bit of time about how this build works, what things do I use, what's the gear kind of in order, and explaining them as well of why this synergizes so well in any playthrough. If you prefer for Twitch views, Brandon, from YouTube, report in over here. If you nice. But so yeah, so if anybody has a question about that, let me know. But before we enter here, we want to be really careful. We want to pop an invis. Well, since I have plenty of scrolls, I'm just going to pop the scroll. But before that, I'm going to just throw on some enhanced lead just because I like to move faster in Featherfall. I'm going to pop a guidance for a check here in just a minute. And we're going to scroll invis and jump right over here. And when we loot this rune powder barrel, we're going to wind up going behind her anyway because it forces you. See, it forces you. And now we have dialogue with her.
Bugger it, go on. Drag me to new rise.
Let's see here. Oh, I don't have history. Oh, wow. Okay. Anyway, don't worry about that. I don't want you. I just wanted the smoke powder, whatever. History. There's the history. We don't have to pass this. It's just a nice little bonus here.
Vague notions of rumor and myth. Nothing's
Look,
Powders. I mean, don't
we're
threaten her,
freedom
basically.
fighters.
We need this powder.
Where will you go? Whatever. We're done here. Problem solved with her. Now we're gonna pick up all this stuff here. The journal, we can read the journal if you want. Again, if you read, I think it's 100 things in the game, books, you know, or whatever. You wind up, and don't forget these. There's magic in here. You get an achievement, so little achievement there. Backpack, yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. I don't need it. It's just sometimes I forget what things give XP. I know the things that I know a lot that do, and there's just some I don't remember. So we're gonna come back the same way that we came in. Actually, we don't need to. We can just go ahead and don't go to camp. Excuse me. Just port to Grim Forge. Boom. Problem solved there. And we're going to work our way in a different direction to go basically to Grim. We're going to have a little detour ahead. And all these peeps here, we're going to basically, like 99% of them, we're going to throw off the rail. And the other ones we'll just kill. There's like maybe 1 or 2 that I'll snipe away and kill. The rest of these guys later on, I'm going to just throw them off the rail. So what level are we close? We're not close to 6 yet. So we're just gonna go ahead and go to Grim and get the XP over there that we can get, and our best in slot. So we still have Featherfall. We want to come over here. See, Arrow of Transposition as well as an Arcane Interference. A lot of people don't see these. I see chat. These are expensive arrows, but they're also worthy of keeping. So don't take that lightly. These I will. Not hoard, but because they don't come by so cheap and easy and quick, I hoard them. But, you know, I don't get anything over like 6 stacks, man. Do I use mods at all? It's been a while since I've truly used mods. I haven't, not meaning like to cheat, right? No. I don't use mods like that unless I'm trying to figure something out. So there are mods out there that I practice with saying, hey, get me over here to Act 2 to play this fight, or into Act 3 to do Act 3 over and over without that old save file that I use for other things, right? They help train, they can help train a person if they're willing to train versus you know, F around, right? But other mods that I'd prefer are just more UI improvements or damage and stuff to show on enemies, but like the damage you would do, all sorts of things. But the reason I don't run the mods is because, excuse me, sometimes I don't want people to have the impression that, oh, you know, I'm using mods or whatever, and it's like, oh, it's only this mod. Well, prove it. I don't want to have. I'm not going to stop my game, and I have nothing to lose. I'm not going to, you know, BS anybody, and I'm not going to go out of my way to say, oh, let me stop my game to show you, to prove to somebody, you know. So I just don't even use mods because I want them to know that, hey, this is on honor mode or tactician, or it's on custom, and this is what the goal is today, or our segment or series, right? So yeah, that's that. But if I ran with a mod, I would tell somebody, but if they don't want to believe this or that, then that's not my problem. I don't get into that stuff. I'm going to come right up here. Oop. All right, let's get the enhanced leap and Featherfall back on. Don't want that. There we go. All right, come over here, pick up, heck, this splint right here. This should be the, splint, duh, splint, I just said it.
As you look at the skeletons, you realize they are all clad in the same dark armor.
Whatever, it didn't matter. I'm gonna come over here. Whatever. We have a waypoint discovered. Now, we have a couple of options here, right? So, usually I just come over here, blow these guys up, and get this, right? And then I'll get the next one. But to play it safe, for me to demonstrate properly, We're just going to get the one that's down here so we can bypass the fighting. For now, we're going to clear this all out. But for, honor mode's sake, not on my file, seriously, but for those who are trying to say, what do I, what's the best route, this is. But over here, we have to be crouched. We have to be stealth. So what we do is we're going to take our enhanced leap and feather fall, one at a time. And we're going to make sure we're crouched. Hit C for crouch, and then we're going to jump all the way over here. Okay, I'm going to come right over here on this side. You can loot the stuff on the table, but remember, don't stand up. And we're going to just destroy this. Now we can come over here. I'm going to still crouch. You don't have to. I can pick that up. Okay, no problems. Crouch, and then jump right over here. Anytime you're here, or actually here too, if you uncrouch, you get surprised. And these guys really suck. Now, they'll be really easy for me, actually, this time around because of my chest armor that I have from when we did Raphael to showcase that. But I'm not going to take much damage at all. But we'll come back to them as soon as we're done with this dude. So that's how you get your mithril ore for free. And then after Grim, which is the longest stupid fight in the game, I swear, we'll come back and get the other ones, because when we put the other gear in there and get it, or the other stuff in there and get the gear, we will be able to sell that gear. It's worth doing. I mean, it's free good gold. It's a free couple of 100 gold just for putting a second one in. So anyways, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go to the Crucible. And I'm still crouched. Go over the crouch, Bubba.
This calls for careful footwork.
And we're Crucible is the mithril ore. We're going to insert that, and then what we're standing on is the mold chamber. So this mold chamber now, we're going to put in the shield mold. This is a bread and butter for us. Best in slot for shield in the game for you, and it's going to be awesome. So, anyways. Over here, and we're going to throw an enhanced leap on just in case, right? And we're going to hold in left control and left click shoots, right? We're going to shoot this, and we're going to jump right back where we came from immediately, and we're going to just chill out here for a minute. Just chill out here. We're going to get our combat stuff on immediately. No poison. Just so what we're going to have here, let me make this easy, our Strange Conduit and Risky Ring on with guidance going pre-fight. And, make sure you do have a potion of Invis or Scroll, just in case, but you shouldn't need this at all. Don't throw a Brood and Powder Barrel down there or any of that stuff. This is just long and tedious fight. So, moving on. Use piercing. I mean, even though this will stay on longer than guidance. So here's the deal. You can also use the hunter's mark on this boss when you get a chance. So you have permanent damage on him. But I'm going to just stick with guidance for the moment. Because the way you can do this here, there should never, ever really be a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and crouch. I'm going to shoot that. I'm going to crouch again immediately. And I don't know if this is going to work or not, but anyways, when we get the guidance on, well, too late. I'm going to just start wailing on him as much as I can. He said his stuff is super heated, it says. Oh, so here's an issue. I should have put sharpshooter all in. We do have the high ground, Anakin. We do have the high ground. And it just benefits us. So we're going to hit him with everything we have, not overdoing it, right, with special arrows. It's just going to be arrows this whole time. We're going to stand right here, and we're going to crouch. That's it, and we're going to end turn. Just like the Lump and his two friends in the, like those two ogres, or the three ogres in the Blighted Village, right? That kind of concept. That's how we're doing it up here. Because he could call his friends in. There were some good XP, to be honest. But anyways, let's move forward. You cannot hurt him. You see it says superheated on him. One of his buffs or debuffs is superheated. Oh, hello, little one. Hi. If it goes away, okay, you can hit him as much as you want, and he's not going to take any damage. Okay, and we'll get to that here in a minute. So, yeah, there we go. Boom. There's always going to be 2 hits on this. Boom. Okay, we have our attack and extra attack. Now we're done with him. Dread Ambush or Hide. Rinse and repeat the entire time unless the lava goes out. Perfect. Okay, so technically, even though he's not in lava right now, he's still superheated, okay, until the debuff goes away. He has two buffs of them, or 2 stacks, right? So I can hit him now, right? Watch this. I'm going to hit him now, and I can hit him next turn if I really want. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to hold in to aim with left control and left click, and click the lava valve. See, it says lava valve at the top. We're going to do that, and he won't get... Now, he has his debuff already on him, but if he didn't, you actually have to wait till the lava actually touches him. Okay, even though we're in turn-based mode, then he'll get his superheated back. Little one. Russian blue cat. And remember, we're about to end turn. So Dread Ambush or Hide. So again, rinse and repeat, and that's how you work it. Sometimes he comes after you. If he comes after you and comes up over here, you're going to have to move around a little bit, okay, until he can... The best thing to do is come, like, back here, and then he'll come somewhere around, I don't know, right below you, but you're able to usually hit him with an arrow. If not, you have to move one more time, right? And he'll just try to follow you, but he's on the ground, okay? Hopefully we don't have to encounter that, but for the stream, it would be good to encounter because you'll get to see what happens. So we'll see. Otherwise, we'll bring him down to low health, and then we'll trigger it if I remember correctly. Or if I remember to do that. So, crouching between each end turn. Oh, shoot. Boots of Stormy Clamor, Bubba. Okay, so, superheated. Okay, so, we need to do the lava valve. Well, actually, we don't. I forgot to, okay. So, we're going to crouch or hide, right? End turn. He's not moving. Can't believe I forgot to put my boots back on, and we can do guidance too. So 2 rounds are lost because of that, but it's okay. Yeah, she's cute. And then we'll get our guidance back on, and we'll crouch again. Now that we're good to go, finally. Couldn't believe it. I'm like, why isn't he falling as much? It's like, oh, don't have everything on. Okay. Now, well, we're still going to hit him. And we're going to do more damage. But there's times to where we're not going to just hit him. So I'm going to hit him again. I mean, screw it. He's still superheated. And he's down on the ground. Perfect. Well, he'll get up. So as long as you're crouched, most of the time, he's not going to move. Okay, and see, he has another stack of superheated on it. I mean... Might as well, right? And then our second shot, of course, we're going to hit the lava valve so we don't, fudge around here. And we're going to crouch. And again, you cannot use poison on him. It's just worth doing it this way so you don't use as many things as you shouldn't, if that makes sense. Another thing we could put on is Ring of Spiteful Thunder. That would be fun, right? Because here... he's resistant to thunder, so it's not really doing anything. So we can just switch, don't need guidance anymore, right? You see where I'm getting with this? So it's just kind of funny. But psychic, we can use psychic on him. But anywho, so he's superheated. We'll do the Spiteful Thunder, that'll be fun. Boom. We're gonna crouch. We're going to re-crouch. Holy crow, that was lucky right there. And we're just going to heat him. Boom. Dazed. You see that? Dazed. Now, boom. There we go. We're going to hide.
Everyone else minds their business.
And this ring is better to put on him than the other one. See how that works? All right, now let me just hurry this stuff up. If there are any questions about this fight, let me know, and I'll pause real quick and address whatever you need. But until then, I'm just gonna try to get this fight done. This is the longest stupid fight in the game. Okay, so right here, perfect. Okay, so he walked away. He summed his whelps, whatever. They're worth a lot of XP, like I said before. But now, can I hit him? I can. We are going to hit him. And after one round, I might hit a whelp or two. We'll see. Again, they're good XP, but you see the amount that are down here, ones that are right below me. We want to hold shift and make sure they're not targeting us up here with the red. Okay, we're going to crouch and turn. But if they do find us, you can get out of their vision and then crouch, right? To make them be like, oh, you're not here. And you just wait a few turns here, and then you just go back to attacking the boss. But it's rare that happens, but it does happen on any mode. Does anybody have a favorite class or subclass or multi-class? I am curious what's going on out there, of what people are interested in and why they're so interested in certain classes and subclasses, multi-classes. There we go. I totally want to hit that whelp for XP. They're worth so much XP. It's crazy. Careful here, and then click. Where's our other whelp at? Where are you? Okay, there and there. Oh, you're on the ground. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you, dude. I'm gonna hit you.
Can take me on.
I should have hit the whelp. I mean, that was dumb. Just extra XP. That's what we're after anyway. So yeah, get him. get Grim. One damage. All right, let me do whelp.
Pick the wrong fight.
Now watch this XP here. 75, 75. And for some reason, some are worth more. Don't forget to crouch.
Business, I'll be fine.
Get our buffs out there. Okay, there we go. Currently running a Hexblade 6 Blade Singer, so ooh, with friends to see how that goes. That should be really interesting. Okay. So it's going to be, it's multiplayer with a couple of people. That's what you're saying? That, I did a multiplayer once with one of my real friend, or, real life friends, right? And that was it, but I didn't stream it. And it went okay. There we go, I'm crouched. It didn't go through all the way. They didn't stick with it. They might in the future. It's just not the game for them. So that ended really swiftly. Not in a bad way though. It just ended real quick. It was like maybe two sessions, and it was like, yeah, okay, no, not a third session. Okay, that's fine. I respect that. I'm late to BG3 train, and just at my first playthrough, I started a lock. I like it so far, but okay, a lot to learn. Yeah, there's a lot to learn in this game. You can figure things out for yourself, which is option 1, of course, right? And then the other thing you can do is, learn about the builds through, I would say, if you're like super nerdy about it, go to BG3 Wiki to see what you get at what levels, right? Maybe check out whether it's my channel or somebody else's even that explains a little bit of how classes work, how different things work, and gear kind of works, right? You don't need to know everything, just a little general sense. And then you get to decide, do I want to learn this for myself? Do I want to help from the wiki? Or do I want to watch and learn specifics from a streamer because they say that their build is the best, right? And that's, it's what you do. There's many different things. Or if you're playing with a friend and you guys just share the information. But there is a lot to learn in this game. But I tell everybody this. People are like, how do you beat the game? No. How do I want to beat the game? That's the real question. You can throw enemies off of cliffs and stuff. I'm going to do that here later on, but in this area, you can banish them. You can, you can do so many things with them. Blow them up with barrelmancy. That's where you take explosive barrels and have fun with them, and you literally blow up bosses. And then there's some other things that kind of break the game, but not like a hard break. Hold on a minute here. There we go. There are cheats, but there are also things in game like stealing with a Hexblade Warlock with vendors. If you want to buy everything from a vendor at the Emerald Grove at the start of the game, practically you can do that as long as you have your Shadow Blade. And one other melee weapon. There's so many different things to do. And they never patch these things out, even though they patch so many things in this game, that it's like, no, it's there for an option. So the player can also enjoy certain things too. Guilty. I was guilty of it too back in the day when I was rolling locks and figuring things out. But it's part of it. If you haven't done it, I'll be like, you haven't played the game that much, right? Seriously though, right? Because we all want to enjoy, if there's an exploit, to have fun with it. Because again, this game, once you beat it, right, once or a few times, it's
Time to skulk about.
the ending's ruined. Like the story, for the most part, you understand it, right? So it's like, let's do some alternative things for this, because there's so much to be done if you choose to nerd out on the game. Longest boss ever, right? Still, see, we're still here. Almost done here. I'm usually a lot faster than this, but I'm just chilling out tonight, relaxing. Had a long day, long couple of days, but they've been good to me. The days have been good.
Quiet. Move with care.
All right, how many more hits? Maybe about 3 or 4 turns left on this.
Don't want to draw any attention.
Hexblade Cheese has been nice playing with 3 newer friends, so there's no one feeling left out at the vendor. Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, yeah, I can attest to that. That's good right there. That's good. So combat's done very carefully, making sure you have not just enhanced sleep, but more importantly, actually, is your feather fall from your Mistress Grace Boots. And we're going to just feather fall down wherever we can. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and shoot the valve and shoot this just to get this stuff going here. Boom. I'm going to just hobble on over here. And when you see this pop out, see, right here, right? Drag and drop, baby. That's all you got to do. And I'll go over the shield here in just a few seconds. Oh yeah, we can loot Grim. Give me a second. There we go, Grim. So this is great to sell. That's it. It's great to sell. Yes, it has Hunter's Mark. It's great to sell. But the shield we received is another story here. So I'm going to go back up to the Ancient Forge right here. And he's down. Yes, he's, yeah, finally. I'm telling you, man, I can't stand that boss. It's just, it drags out. And let's see, what the funk. Yeah, I think the game offers really endless options. Truly beat it in however you want. It's amazing. Yeah, again, I say, not did you beat the game, how did you beat the game, right? What did you like to do with it? You know, those kind of things. So that's my motto for this. So real quick, now we have our best in slot shield right here. Our adamantite shield. This does wonders here. Check this out. Okay, we have a +2 armor class, just like the shield we're wearing. Okay, cool. When you when a melee attack misses you, okay, when somebody attacks me but they miss me, I will send this attacker reeling for 2 turns. Well, what's reeling? Okay, that's easy. Reeling, recovering from receiving a terrible blow or hit, blah blah blah, has a -1 penalty for attack rolls for every turn remaining. So the enemy misses you, and now he's going to have a greater chance of missing you again and again, because it's a -1 for rolling to see if they even attack me. So this is amazing. So, but wait, there's more. I don't know why I'm doing that this stream. But Shield Bash, when a foe hits you with a melee attack, you can use this reaction to knock that target prone unless they succeed a Dex saving throw. This is huge because when you're prone, okay, you can't move. You're prone. You can't do jack shit. And they also have a disadvantage on strength and dex, which that's us. And also attacks on a prone creature have advantage if you're really close to them, 3 meters. And whenever they get up, they'll only have half their movement speed. Oh, I forgot the most important part. Attackers can't land critical hits. You cannot crit me anymore in this game if I have this shield on. And that, my friend, is why this shield is the GOAT. Okay, so with that said, we're going to go ahead and just do a little combat here. We're going to go ahead and get the grace and the leap and the everything. We're going to make sure we have our strange conduit ring selected along with guidance. And now that we can jump, before we jump, we get our combat boots back on. Crouch. Make sure you're crouched. And now jump up here. And you can jump right here. It's no big deal. You are crouched. And let's get the drop on him. As my computer... Okay, there we go. Boom. Everybody should, yeah, be surprised. I'm like, why aren't you surprised? So I'm going to work a little smarter, hopefully, with this since we have an extra round, right? I'm going to get this guy with the Dread Ambusher attack. Okay, I did kill him. That's great. And then, well, might as well kill him too while we're at it. Problem solved. We are invisible. I'm going to move straight up because they're still surprised for the next round, right? So we're going to just go ahead and say, all right, let's end the turn. All right. Now we have our normal 2 attacks right now. Boom. And we'll probably kill it and go invis. Invis, there we go. Now, here's something interesting, right? Watch this. They're going to come after me, all right? And this one has 42 hit points. I'm going to go ahead and crouch or Dread Ambush or hide right here, right? Now I'm going to step back just a little bit, okay? And because I'm crouching, it's not because I'm invis, but crouching when I go to land my next attack. This is what causes the endless surprise rounds. They investigate me. Okay, combat is going to end, right? So I surprise them in 2 ways. One, I get the drop on to hit them, but I also get the drop on them because, boom, I'm crouched. So they're dead. It's just good DPS here. But no, this animated armor would have been surprised. Yes, one-shot kill, satisfying to watch. Oh man, it's just going to keep getting better and better, especially with Act 3. It'll be just like what did you do that to that entire group? It's like, yeah, I just threw a multi arrow of many targets into the group and they're all just down. Yeah, but they had like over 80 hit points. Yeah, I know. You know, stuff like that. But anyways, but that's what anyone can do with this. Anyone can do this. One of the biggest things is people forget to say, "Oh, I'm going to crouch before I attack." I'm going to do, you know, I'm in the middle of combat. I'm going to dread ambush or hide like this, right? They're going to say, "Oh, we can't find you," and then you're going to attack them, but you forgot that you didn't, you know, you got out of your crouch or something like that, or you're in Viz, and it's like, oh, I'm just going to wait for them to inspect me. Then they run away, and I hit them. Well, how about you How about you do that first before you end your turn for them to try to investigate and see if you're there. And that just literally adds an extra round for a full attack that you can do. Teaching all the tech tonight. Yeah, I am. I'm doing less playing and more teaching here. So even though this was out of our way, meaning we did this backwards to show, hey, which one's the easier one to go ahead and just get, was the mithril down there. So we had our shield. Now we're going to just come all the way down here and put this in to get a piece of gear so we can just sell it. It's 1, 2, 3. But on most of my runs, I just get both of them right away, the mithril ores, and you know that's it. So
Won't budge.
I don't need to come back here usually. But if somebody's saying, "Oh, what should I do first?" Well, yeah, go ahead and do the one with the whelps first because you can stealth right through it. Come here. Let's go. There we go. Gets glitchy. Alright. Hop over here. Shoot. Hop over here. Gotta wait for the lava. And then we'll shoot this. I mean, imagine getting honor mode on Ansar the dragon, and you kill it in 2 hits. Literally 2 hits, 2 arrows. You know, it's like, wait, what? You know, what just happened, right? So that's how powerful we can be. It's that nasty. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Ancient Forge, Grim Forge. Ancient Forge is... Oh, we are not done with Ancient Forge. Excuse me. Okay, let me do this. Well, before we do the whelps or any of the people in here... Actually, you know what? We'll go ahead and do the whelps. Yeah, we're good. I will put some extra HP on me just in case. We have plenty to waste. We have plenty of things to get out of combat if we have to. It's not a big deal. Now, before we get in combat here, we want to make sure we have all of our stuff on. Risky and Strange Conduit Ring, making sure our actual boots are not Mistress Grace, but the boots of Stormy Clamor. Once that's all on and ready to go, I'm gonna go ahead and put on my Featherfall one time, Enhanced Leap, put my boots back on, and then pop my Guidance. And instead of just crouching, we're just gonna say, "Hey, how's it going, guys?" You know, kind of thing. So there we go. They're gonna surprise us one way or another, so we don't have alert. Now these guys can hurt, especially when you kill them. They explode, and when it explodes, and if it kills another one, that explodes too. It can become a chain reaction, and you don't want that on you. Now as for the armor, because of what I have on, it's gonna be a little different. It's gonna be it's not gonna be as tough this fight, honestly. So, and they have 15. Is it 15 hit points? Isn't there one with? Oh, that's next round. Is there a more expensive item to forge, or? That's a good question. So the way we're like getting our loot and everything in the game, like it's not gonna matter. There's nothing that's a huge difference if there is, but I don't know the actual answer to your question if there's another more expensive item I can craft. So I'm gonna pop this. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna pop this dude, and then I'm gonna say screw it. I'll just pop this dude. I don't have to. I can walk away being invis, but I decided not to. Now that these guys have appeared, this next round here. So what we can do is we're gonna move. We're only gonna have one attack. No big deal. And we can come right up here. They'll just have a little further to fly. And I'm going to just end turn. Or a better way to do this actually would have been letting them gather around me, disengaging out and attacking one when I'm further away so it does all the splash damage to them. So it's different things to think about. Heated metal, fire damage. Oh, psychotic backlash. Screw you, dude. There we go. All right, now we're good-ish. So I'm going to come over here on purpose. I know what I'm doing. I just didn't want to have any issue and fall off here. This would be nice with an arrow of many targets, but it's not necessary. I mean, look at that. I'm just hitting these things and it's no big deal. Now these guys are going to come to me, and I'm going to move out of the way and just kill them. Metal, come on. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Their not mine, their concentration broke. That's kind of funny. It made me look up at my character's portrait right here, and you'll know if you have guidance on or off without having to go through all your, oh, what do I have? What do I have? That's another UI, though, that I would like to have a mod for, which there are. It's just, I don't, like I said, we already had that chat. But looking at your character here, you'll see that golden symbol. You're concentrating on guidance. You know, that's how it works. So, boom, and boom. All right. So that's that. And we went from just a few ticks into level 5 to this now. So we're progressing, and that was just the boss and this and that little patrol right over there. So, all right, this is a good place that gives also some really good XP. So let's go to Grimforge section and work our way whichever way we pretty much want. I don't think so. I don't think so. Seriously, bro? There we go. Okay, I don't want any troubles from these guys. Alright, so... You know what? We'll just have fun and work backwards. Literally. We can do it any way we want. There are bodies on the ground. Should be here, I think. Yep. This body right here, if you read the note or whatever is readable on the body, you get like, I don't know, 15 more XP or something. And this this right here is worth also looting. It does sell. So there's that. 65 XP, excuse me. 15. 65, baby. And so over here, we're going to prep for combat. We're going to duck or crouch, whatever. Jump right here. And we're just going to get the drop on them. Just going to get the drop on them. Boom.
Attacked someone. Only the guard.
Oh, I guess there is no drop. Okay, so... And these bulls, whatever, they have so low HP that there's a high chance that you can also just kill them and go invisible, right? I need to check something real quick. Okay. There we go. So let's try to throw this at him. He should die. I mean, oh, come on, bro. All right, we're going to kill this one since that's our last shot. Did we go invis? We did. So we can just go ahead and crouch. Hold on, am I crouched? No.
Better be cautious.
Dread ambush or hide. Right. That's good enough. And we're gonna get the drop, or you know, hit him pretty good. If we do this one, you know, any of these hit any of these except for the one that has like one hit left or so, and just go after them. At least for the first hit.
Attacked someone. Only the guards are
You can
allowed
try to
do
talk
that.
your way out of it too if you really want. There we go. Okay, so no drop. We cannot surprise these. Oh shoot. Okay. I never noticed that. That health reset really fast. But that's okay. So we're gonna hide. We're gonna just make our way this way. See what I'm doing here? And then one of these guys we're going to just annihilate as soon as we can. Now if he sees us, you know, drink another potion of invis and just walk down the ramp a little bit, you know, something like that. Now we're going to get this guy first because he has lower HP.
Attacked someone.
And we want to make sure that we are not double teamed with this guy with 70 HP, just in case. But the bull, you can keep the bull, hopefully. There we go, invis. Okay. Crouch. We can come right here. Hey, buddy, because we're already invis. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this. But when you know you're invis, and then you can crouch like this and get away with it, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. But get ready to attack them. Boom.
Attacked someone. Only the guards are.
Let loose all your attacks. What do we do to him? Hold on a minute. Seriously? 24 damage. Piercing, 1 thunder, 4 psychic, and another call the weak. Okay, I see what happened there. It was a call the weak thing. Another thunder damage at the bottom. I mean, what? Yeah, that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. Anyways, we'll just go ahead and pop this dude. And the fight's all done. Now,
in death.
if you want to get through this rubble, don't use a bomb. Do I even have... You need a bludgeoning weapon, and... Oh. Yeah, we have one. It would be the, right here. Oh, a light club? I don't know if that'll work. But there are enemies that have bludgeoning weapons. If you don't have one, you can bust through the rock. Otherwise, you can get past it through the scaffolding up there that we were on earlier. Whatever. It's whatever. So I'm going to check this out. There's a little secret way to traverse this versus going all the way around. Come over here. Jump right here. Feather fall and enhanced leap with a jump. Boom. We're going to come over here. We're going to not disarm. We're just going to pick up. We're just going to send that to the bank right now or at your convenience. Just go ahead and send it to the bank. No big deal. Now we're going to kill 3 more enemies from high ground. Don't need feather fall. I'll keep the leap if I have to use it, but you'll never have to ever use it. We're going to pop our guidance and we're going to crouch. I thought you could save the bulls. You can't. You can save the bulls. It was just extra XP. I mean, that's all. That's all. So I'm going to try to click that as fast as I can to get the most DPS on them. And now we're gonna... Oh, we were out of combat. Oh, shoot. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. That was weird. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Let's do that again.
At least things have stayed interesting.
I didn't realize. I thought I was in turn base when that happened.
Looking ahead.
Okay, make sure to crouch after fully buffed.
If everyone else minds their
And
business, I'll be
from
fine.
here. Something like that. And just wail on them as fast as you can.
Hope your soul is in good hands.
And he's gone. He gone. He gone. Take another one here. And we're going to do the crouching method. Just like before. We've been doing that in the game. So crouch and turn. How though if they entered combat 2... Did I answer it earlier? Because chat is delayed, unfortunately. I cannot fix it right now. And that's been my fault on the delayed chat. I mean, we're in combat, so it doesn't matter. So, Dread Ambusher hide.
Out of mind.
They can't get to me. We're good. End turn. And we're going to be fine. We're just not going to get out of combat. It will be like this unless I move... Was it 30 meters or whatever away? I don't remember anymore. I judge by eyeball, which is dumb. I should be knowing the meters. Crouch
Any attention
and turn. But easier than the boss, or less timing than the boss.
Friendly looking shadow.
And these guys can't really hurt us that bad with all the gear we have on. So, you know, we could take the other direction and have a little fun with them, but it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to go ahead and get my Feather Fall on. We're going to go through a check here, so we can do guidance if you want. We don't have to. So actually first, this guy we want to loot for sure. Oh, we did get the perception check. Okay. Otherwise, you just click the toy if you don't get the perception check, and then you'll get a chest in the middle. These sell, so that's why I want to pick those up. We're going to click this button here, this toy chest, and you'll see a chest pop over here. We're going to right click it and pick it up. And now with both of those chests and the gloves, whatever, whatever, man. This to this is for the bank. Send to camp. We'll send that to camp 2. Oh, screw it. If you want to loot what's on them, go for it. I mean, it's whatever. It's 76 gold, actually. That's not bad. So let me
Let's have a look.
do that. 30, whatever. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Have a lot on my mind.
Can I actually do that?
In it.
Oh man, that would be that would be. Dude, look at that. Boom. Look at that. Big dick. I think you have to talk to the Roths before fighting them and get them to join you instead, Funk. Oh yeah. I know they can do that. I didn't. That's all. Okay, so actually, hold on. Let me, before I kill them, this dude, this dude. Can we get you? Can we get you? There it is. Boom. And Master Splinter says, "Were you seen?" Nope. All right. Then we got this dude here. We want to make sure we'll be okay. When he walks away to over here is when I usually tag him. And then I'll get this group of 2 here. That would be the smartest thing to do. If you want to play it safe.
This hell.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know what's going on here with him. All right, let's just there he is. So a little bit of guidance, a little bit of crouch in a second here. Boom, boom, boom. Crouch and get him. Just wallop as fast as you can. Okay, he gone. He's resting in pieces. And then we're gonna get these 2. Make sure you check out 70 hit points and 57. I would get the 57 off the list first, but you can do whatever you'd like. I am gonna get my enhanced sleep just in case. Do this, remember? And when he's not looking, crouch. Oh well, I got the wrong one, but whatever. Look at that, 8 hit points left. Like, seriously, that's sick. So I'm gonna hit the other one, why not? And we'll hit this guy, 90%. I'm sure we'll be okay. We are not invis, but he can get to us here. Now he can't. So we're gonna hide. We're gonna come right up here. And then we're gonna get the drop on him when he inspects us. After he inspects us. Wait a minute. Oh, he rezzed it. Son of a gun. I messed that up. But it's okay. I'm going to end turn one more time.
I'm coming for you.
6 rounds. We'll go ahead and get him. We'll get him.
Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
Ooh, that was bad.
All right, time to skulk about.
We want to be real careful with these guys. I should have been a little bit better than what I did earlier, so. Boom. And boom. Those are mistakes you don't want to make. You can really... that can end it. That can.
Better be cautious.
Click, 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 click. That's how you do it. Alright, cool. I don't need that crap.
Lies before me.
Let's see what you have. And then there's 3 oxes, or whatever you want to call them, over here. Take that. Whatever, we'll take the whole thing. Usually this one doesn't wake up. Sometimes it does, so I just kill them in order. This one's sleeping, so.
Intestines throb. Blood whispers.
Move on to the next one, then the next one available. Okay, too far.
Pave my
That's
path
fine.
with corpses.
And we just kill this.
Build my castle.
I think, come on, 40 XP each. Come on. Okay, so what is our... See, we're almost level 6 now, and we still haven't cleared out the center room. And then the stuff down here, we can clear these guys out. I just don't do over here, because they'll punch you in the water, man. They don't like you. I don't take a stupid little risk like that. So if I fall in, I'm like, seriously?
No hesitation.
Alright, so these guys here. Gonna be real quick with that. Okay. And then I'm gonna take a throw. And see you next Tuesday. Exit turn base. I'm gonna just get a little lazy here. And, jump down here with Featherfall. No, here with Featherfall. Thank you. And this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna throw off the whole time. So I still get enhanced sleep in case an issue happens. It's more of a get out of jail free card without having to pop a potion, maybe. But otherwise, combat gear's on, and even guidance for ability checks. And we're gonna just take almost every single person in here, all the baddies, and just throw them right off the cliff right here. Yeet time, absolutely. It's a yeet and greet, or greet and yeet. Okay. And if you don't have see invisibility, hopefully you have a scroll on you for this. You should do this after every long rest, just like Longstrider. This is a room where you'd like to see invis, so it would help a great deal. Oh, come on. There we go. And
Blood follows me everywhere.
we're going to cancel early. And, oh, we don't want that. We don't want that. Nope. We're going to wait. This dude right here would have caused the whole room to have commotion to it. Alright, we're going to take you now, since you're an asshole. An asshole. Alright. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what's going on here? Boom. Yeet. This guy's the toughest because he likes to move around quite a bit. Or it's the other one, whatever. I don't remember. There we go. And yeet. Yep. Whee! Come on. It doesn't like to cooperate with her most of the time. And that's good enough. Okay. Greet. Oh man, I was gonna shove her. Eat her that away. So we did the greet and we do the yeet. There we go. Greet and yeet, baby. We can do this one, we can do this one, and we can do this one the same way. Oh shit.
Attacked someone.
Dude, my bad.
Only the guards are allowed to do that.
We'll do attack just in case. So we'll just take you. That sucks. So where we're at, that really sucks, and we are not able to push off. So what we're gonna do, right? And this is perfect for this. Can I? Let's see here. No, and it's an opportune attack. We don't want that. So what we're gonna do is you can do two options. Okay, you can click a potion of speed and then click your scroll of invis. Okay, or you can just click your potion of invis, depending on what you want to do. What do I suggest? I don't like to use potions, but I don't want to use the potion of speed. So not right now. It's not that important. So I am going to drink a potion of invis on purpose. There's nothing else that will get me out of this combat here. I'm not able to, and I will have an opportune attack put on me, right? So click, we're invis, and let's just go. But yeah, so I'm glad this is kind of happening, to be honest, because it shows what other issues could happen in this game, right? That you may not be aware of, right? So we're gonna just go ahead and redo this. We're just gonna do this again. No big deal. So we're gonna take too heavy to bullshit. Oh, he's enlarged. That's why his buff. He just put that on earlier. So we can take care of that later. It's no big deal. So we're just gonna come over here for a little bit. We're gonna get somebody else. Let's we're gonna come over here, get you. We have to go around this way. Kind of manipulate the camera a little bit around and bring you right here. That might, yeah, it must have been the wind. I'm telling you. All right, that shouldn't have happened. There we go. Because I'm like, what's going on here? Okay, that was really weird. I went into turn based and it did all that, and it wasn't supposed to. But we're good. So, see you later, alligator. Dude, I'm like, what's going on here? Alright, he's still enlarged. Okay, good. He's not any longer. So I'm gonna play with the camera here. I wish the camera was a little better at what you're wanting it to do. There we go. Oh, I forgot. That's what went wrong last round. I forgot to click right mouse button to drop them. I wound up doing turn-based without dropping them, so it kind of like thunk. So I got lucky on that. Throw. There we go. Ooh, athletics failed. Okay. I was gonna say, jeez, you know. All right, and turn base. Usually, I don't have a problem with any of them, but it happens. So it's not the first time this has happened. But normally, you wind up not having an issue of throwing these peeps off. So I'm gonna do this number, this number, this number. There we go. Make sure to right click to drop the sucker here. Turn base, and see you later, alligator. And they're all like, huh, where did our captors go? Alright, and we have two, I think, here to take care of. Where's the other one? I don't know where the other one went. Can I get up here, please? Bruh. Okay, that's fine. Where's it at? Right there? That's fine. There she is. Okay. There's the invisor. Alright. I'm going to get Featherfall on for this too, but I'm going to get rid of the boots immediately and put our Boots of Storm Reclaimer back on with an enhanced leap and guidance.
What's going on?
Let's see here. Right here. We're going to put out this candle, this torch. See where our mess is, so we're going to come right over here. I always forget which direction is the one to do it. I'll go ahead and put on guidance one last time. Crouch. Whatever has less HP. Okay. And we're just going to go to town.
Attacked some.
We killed her in one hit, dude. One hit. In one freaking hit, dude. It's just crazy. So we're not in Viz, so that sucks, but no big deal. And dead. So is the tech to right click? Okay. Yes, correct. So before you're at, I'm going to say the pixel, but like, say you take them from point A to point B, or from here. Here, let's get over here.
With haste.
Perfect. These circles, right? Let's pretend it's the outline. If I pick them up here and want to drop them here, okay? If I pick them up like where I'm standing and want to drop them here, okay? You see the circle, you know, as you move. You know you're going to drop them here, so you want to be over, whether it's an inch back, or you can re-drop them here, but you have to right-click to drop, and then immediately shift and spacebar. When you do shift spacebar like that, I go do right. That's what gives turn base. So again, I gotta wait for the thing to come on. So again, you can do that or hold in shift and press space bar. Okay, but I just do click, click, just one of those things. So that's all you have to do. And now you can loot all this if you'd like to, by the way. It's not red. And see right here, this is a bludgeoning weapon. So those rocks that we could have smashed earlier, right here. Right here. You know what? That gives me an idea. That gives me an interesting idea here. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Now, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm curious. Dude, this will be hilarious. Can I even... Wait, can I even... I was going to say, that would look cool, though, if I could dual wield them. Alright, so... I'm just curious if I can damage these. Like this. Sometimes it takes quite a few swings. I would have the same luck on those rocks, too. Not every hit hits. Okay, so medium toughness, that means... I mean... we should be able to still hit it, I would have thought, but I guess I'm wrong. Let me give it a few more swings here. You wouldn't believe sometimes how many swings it takes to say, oh, it hit the rock. If it's a much lighter weapon than it. But no, it doesn't look like it. I was like, dude, I don't need explosives. I just figured something out. So we can use our explosives that we have on us. I mean, they're for Ketheric, but we can still get more. So let's see here. We're so close. Now with Nier, again, this is honor mode. Each boss has an additional legendary feature. Okay. What I do is when I'm back here, okay, I'm gonna just talk about it real quick. I'll be like right here, like centered between these two paths where the rocks are, right? Like this walkway. When I explode them, there's gonna be fire on the ground. I get up to the fire, but not in it. And as soon as I can, while crouched, I'm trying to get near. So I wind up doing this number. So check this out. Check this out. So I wind up going like this. Do you see what I mean with my scrolling of my mouse button in and out? I zoom all the way in so I can go like this. And then, well, that would be my melee, but my arrow. Holding in left control and just left click near as much as I can. And I'll have that with a guidance on. So I'll lay my bombs down. I'll pop guidance. I will throw an alchemist fire at it. Or another bomb to it, whatever, dude. You know, it just explode them. And then once they're, and I'll be back here. So once they're exploded, I move up here and make sure I'm not in the fire from the explosion. And it'll go away, but I just start yeeting arrows, dude. Just tossing them down range and just aiming at Nier the whole freaking time. Because you need to get him really quick. Otherwise, it's not going to be nice. It's going to be kind of nasty. And depending, I would typically, you know, it's risky business to keep sharpshooter all in while you're unleashing the rounds. I rather keep on sharpshooter until he turns me into turn-based combat. Then I'll click off sharpshooter and I'll deliver everything else I can to Nier, and he should be dead. Like, you shouldn't have to go to the next turn. But if you did, I mean, the smartest freaking thing to do is pop your potion of speeds and invis and whatnot, and try to reset combat with him, or as soon as combat's reset, you just hit him again with the arrows. But it shouldn't be that difficult. I'm making it more scary than it sounds. I'm just saying, hey, just in case. But most of the time, especially with this gear on, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be just fine. There's times I wasn't even in turn base and I still killed him with this exact setup. Or actually, even the better thing, the chest piece from Quartermaster Tilly in Last Light In. So either or, right? Diabolical, just a little bit. So anyways, do I have... Okay, are there any other fights before Nier? Okay. I want to make sure here. Yeah, there's the two down there, but I'm not worried about that. And then the slimes. I don't do the slimes, and I don't do, these guys at the docks that you can't see here. Those are the two fights in here I will not do. Um, I man, I guess we'll use the smoke powder on them. We'll go ahead and do it. We'll kill near. I forgot what he does. Usually I do have my strange conduit ring on, but to play it safe is we'll put on a ring of free action because I forgot what he does. Maybe I can get close enough to maybe see, maybe. Well, my mouse, I know it sounds kind of crazy, but let me see. Maybe I can click him, as in inspect him, if that makes any sense. Oh, that was something. Poison cloud, okay. Wait a minute now. Oh, I can hold an alt. Now that's funny. That's funny. Nah, I can't. I was gonna try to inspect him, examine him. Anyways, go ahead and get our. Actually, this will be even more interesting. Oh, you know what? Let me split this. Yeah. We're gonna come over here and drop one of them. We're gonna turn off the torches, by the way. I forgot to mention that, just in case an issue would pop up. And I'm gonna drop a bomb here. There we go. Now they run away. Right over here. And I'm gonna buff up here in just a quick second. Now here is a place you can use Pass Without a Trace and feel good about yourself for once. Well, when I say that, meaning finally use it. It's like, oh, I got to use it in the game. This is a place you can use that because you're going to be launching arrows as fast as you can, and stealth checks happen. And we want, we want some good stealth checks. So this adds a plus 10 to spell checks. So I want to put that out there. Be careful not to stand too freaking close to the bomb because obviously you'll get wrecked. Whoops, excuse me. There we go. So we're going to use now Pass Without a Trace. We're actually going to use this now. Boom. So we are now concentrating forever until we lose it. And we have our stuff almost on. We don't want that. We want guidance though. We have all of our equipment on. And we have... Should I use Strange Conduit Ring? With the stealth check I will. I'm not going to use the Ring of Free Action. But otherwise I suggest you use the Ring of Free Action, if you know what I mean. So let's do this. Let's do this. And now pop this bad boy. Oh, don't you dare use guidance, bro. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this.
Get quiet.
And now we're going to throw right here.
Beltron, can you hear me?
Oh, too fast. Ah, too slow, bro. Too slow.
It's not.
Too late now.
Beltron! Yet a true soul still lives.
Can't believe I did that. Anyways,
I'm sure there's a sane explanation.
you know what? We'll just go straight on like we're supposed to. We're not gonna ask for a pass on this. So that sucks. But so we have 99% or 99%. I think I'll take that. So go ahead and take this. Boom. Look at that already. Now, so kind of is this what I think it is? Hold on. No, we're not going to use that. We're going to use something different on him. Should have used Spiteful Thunder. That could have synergized too. Anyways, too late to switch things out, pretty much. What do I want to do? I have. Well, I'll pop them with my action. I mean, might as well, because I have another one if I want to use it. Boom. How many HP do you have? 55. I have to wait for one more. So, hello, Nier. You're there. Can you hold on? You do have dark vision, but you would be blinded. Sunlight sensitivity. I never noticed that. So we cannot use this unless we pop a haste, which is okay with me. We're gonna haste. We're gonna use a speed potion for once. I'm gonna put this actually with 2 hits. I mean, bro. Yeah, let's just do that. We should be okay. Oh, good. You are on the floor? Oh, man. Oh, you're in trouble now. Boom.
Parasite
Dead.
in that corpse, brimming with potent magic.
Dead. DED. Unfortunately, all of our friends died. That was the big problem. That's not what I wanted to have happen. Anyways, we're going to come back here again one last time because we have to pick up the quest to sever his head. So now that this place is done, we can go ahead and go to... Oh.
These boots have
Okay.
seen
We were
everything.
lethargic from the haste we had earlier. Actually, I am curious, excuse me, what these guys, what our friends actually have on them as loot. It's been such a long time. We can put our other Illithid power in too while we're at it. Look at the Far Realms is very important. Yeah, I'll do that right now. Just in case. We can actually use it on Ketheric on top of the tower when it's time. So I looted these guys, or I mean, let's see here. That's it. Nothing special. Okay, that's fine.
What's hiding
Check the
here?
chest. I don't think they have anything worth keeping. Locked? Screw it. Okay. Now we can go back to the Mindkid Colony. Underdark. Wild damage on those last hits. Well, yeah, because his mirror image or whatever it was finally hit. So now he's going to receive higher damage because it got rid of basically a lot of my piercing damage when he had that surrounding him, the 3 entities, and I had to hit him 3 times. So it kind of blowed. I was like, seriously. So let's just check our vendors real quick here before we turn anything in.
Have you changed your mind?
Anything
about the
special?
ring?
Not at all. These are nice, but we have plenty right now. Don't need them. And then blur.
Welcome back. Have you made
50-50 here.
discoveries?
Nope. I'm looking for a cloud giant. And we don't need anything here whatsoever. So we're good with blur. Now we're going to come all the way up here. Tell Thola the bad news.
I'm coming along, just not fast enough.
They're dead?
Leave.
Okay. And she doesn't want to really speak to me anymore, so we're going to turn...
It greets you
Oh, we
with a
can't turn it in that
harrowing
yet. I'm
elegy.
sorry. So we have to defeat the Drudger by the beach, those guys, because we picked up that quest first. It's just how this works. You have to get his quest, kill the Drudger, come back, and he says, I want Nier's head. Then you go defeat Nier, or he's already defeated, but you go back to Nier after he's dead, and there's a strength check to get his head, and then you bring it back to him. When you do that, you receive a few things, including this opening to get further loot. And there's a weapon you can craft also here, because one of the other pieces are also right over here, right over here. And this part, not the guys that go like this, but the humanoid that is further in on the cliff. That human needs to be taken out as fast as possible when the opportunity arises, because that will kill you. That thing will kill you. That is a run ender. So I wanted to remind everybody, because here you have the tree bark, you have a waypoint, and then quest item. By the way, for the I think it's the lance or whatever it is, trident. I don't remember, that you piece together with 3 pieces. And then on top of that, you have to be careful because the boss is up. He still roams around. He will come through here. When you're on the ground, he will come through here. But also, when you're here on these cliffs, this is where the beach is below you. And you can be so far back and just kill them. Just like those treasure chests we killed, the mimics. They're called mimics. You can treat it the same way for the most part, except for the guy that's right by the ship. So you can make your way backwards. So if you're here attacking and it's like, okay, I got to get out of combat, you just make your way backwards. You get out of combat and you just do it again. That's all you have to do. Or you can sneak in and just get the drop on the other drudger, the lonely drudger by the boat once all the other ones are dead. And you always aim at the main guy first, actually. So little tip on that. There's something else I wanted to do or explain out here. I did so much talking, I forgot what I was going to do besides talk to Dareth. Oh, Nir's head. So yeah, we're going to have to wait for that.
Time to rest.
But yeah, I like to get his head, do this little quest. It's worth it. It's worth the time for it. And the XP you would like to have as well.
Come across a noble stock mushroom about. You give it here. Gods know I've earned it.
Now, if you ever see cloud giant fingers, hoard them. At the most, you just need 6 while you're in Act 2. 1 to use currently through the rest of Act 2, and then 1 to be used, meaning for the elixir of cloud giant strength to make, to have for the intermission phase between Act 2 and Act 3 when you're ambushed at your long rest that you're forced into. So that's it. If you need, she always carries Hill Giant Strength, by the way. She is the only vendor, I think, currently up right now to offer Hill Giant Strength for Act 1. For Act 1. Act 2, you have 2 more vendors that offer it, if I'm not mistaken. So, and she does Invis potions. She'll have a scroll of greater Invis, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. And later on, I think she can sell arrow of slay undead, whatever, to make them to do double damage. I think she does, but otherwise the rest are in Act 2. You could just pick them up there.
Bloody worthless.
Okay. But yeah, this is a little bit slow today on the stream. I'm just trying to take my time out and explain not just what I'm doing, but sometimes why I'm doing it. So, I get distracted, but I believe that if somebody's trying to say do this and this, and they want to kind of know why, because something might add up or click, that's why I do it. Anyways, you know what I do want to see? Remember that noble stock earlier? I am curious if it would actually be back. Just out of small curiosity here. Strange curiosity. We're going to jump as far as we can. And down here. I don't want the boss showing up. I don't want to have to deal with that right now. And yeah, it definitely looks like there is no more noble stock at all. So that kind of does suck. I've been learning a lot from you, and I appreciate it. Oh, well, you're welcome. My pleasure. Thank you. Thank you. I've had such a long few days, not even counting this game. to where I'm just like, I'm tired. But I do enjoy playing this. Otherwise, I wouldn't be streaming it right now.
Deep and still fresh.
Okay, we need to be careful there. We're going to just start killing these things and making them explode. There's 3 explosions on each side. Not this thing, though. Not this thing. So, medium thing, small, and large. We're going to just hang out here until it kind of wants to go away. Now, there's a few options. You can use Strange Conduit Ring or the Ring of Free Action. I would say use the Ring of Free Action if this is your first time around, because sometimes you can forget to put it on. For this dude, there's a humanoid right here, and he has to be killed first once we start approaching that area, followed by one of these in the cave too. There's one here, there's one here, there's one here on the ground, and like I said, in the cave, along with a humanoid that you need to take precedence over for killing. And also, on the ground, you need to be careful, even over here. You have the boss that roams between, I'm going to say here, and all the way through this way. And now, I've never seen him at the stairs, so whatever. Let me destroy that there. There we go. I forgot to blow that up. My bad. Boom. Let's get a little closer now. And we're going to just destroy this. So we want to have our fully function mobile, so enhanced leap and feather fall. Remember to always put your combat boots back on, your boots of stormy clamor.
Pull yourself together.
And then the last thing I'm going to pop here is guidance. I'm lying. Potion of healing, just in case. Why not? We have more in the bank than we know. Crouch and then jump. And I'm going to let these loose as fast as possible. Just click, 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 click. Oh shoot, I forgot about that. I need to turn off Luck of the Far Realms here. So it'll keep asking me the whole freaking time. Reactions, Luck of the Far Realms, don't even ask. Nothing. Otherwise, during combat even, you can come back to the screen and turn it on. So. Alright, let me rebuff since I had to do all that jump. And don't come down here on the soil if you can help it.
Nothing hurts anymore. Keep it together.
Crouch. I'm gonna come up here if I can. There we go. Wait, am I crouched? I am not.
Alright.
Now I'm crouched. I'm gonna come all the way up here behind this guy, and I'm gonna get the drop on him. Boom! There we go. Nice. Take this thing. I'll throw it right over here for now. There we go. And one enhanced leap, and if you want to do feathered fall, go ahead. Otherwise, I'm just going to take my guidance so I can kill this guy. I'm going to crouch, and I'm just going to go to town on him until I'm in actual combat. Okay, there we go. And again, we have high ground. Sharpshooter should be turned on. Come on, so I don't have to move.
Hope your soul is in good hands.
75. Okay, he's dead. That's good. That's important. Right behind us now, if we click left alt, we'll see a Sorcerer Tree Bark. Pick that up. Okay? And you want to take this tree bark and put it in your handy dandy notebook. We're going to turn that quest in a little bit later here. So I'm going to come over here first for guidance and enhanced leap.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
Let me just destroy that thing. There we go. Crouch.
Everyone else minds their business. I'll be fine.
Jump. I want to make sure I'm not, there we go. I want to make sure I can kill this guy from here before anything else in the game. Before anything else.
Just out of view.
again, this guy is a run ender. Okay, I'm gonna put a strange conduit ring on just in case, so I don't need my guidance. But we're gonna try to get the drop on him if we can. There we go. That's fine. That's okay with me. I will take that. I will take that any stinking day. So I'm gonna just let loose on him, but keep my bonus action ready in case we need it. We might. We do. So I'm just gonna hide here, and I'm gonna back away as far as I
Into
can.
the bloody fray.
Okay. Oh, he's prone. Okay, no, we're good. I was like, wait a minute. I saw 2 turns, so. But I forgot, when you're prone, you can still get up and do stuff, so.
One
We're going
down.
to do that.
Millions live.
Move forward a little bit. Stop here. 65%. Hold on. Come here. Turn off sharpshooter. 90%. There we go. There we go, baby. And you're on the ground.
Just out of
Do
view.
this. Back up a little bit. They do jump. So I don't want to get knocked prone with them jumping. All right.
Let's get this
90%.
over with.
Let's go, baby. You should be dead by now. There we go. We're going to just jump right over here. Do not come down here. The boss does roam the area, and he will be there. So, where's this? Where's my boy at? Where did he die? Right here. Okay. Loot, because we want also the ice crystal. Now this here, this is, I think, Grim. Yeah, hot hammer. Yeah, this is like stuff for Grim prior to killing him, but, you know, it is what it is. And a tattered scroll. We can read that. I forgot if it gives anything. Magma. That's a Grim. So I'm going to be careful and not do this part yet. Okay, we're not going to do this part yet. What I want to do is go to camp real fast. And I want to pull out of my inventory here a great sword. Or not. Or not. Really? Okay, I think you can do a great axe or stuff like that, if I'm not mistaken. What? Maybe it's one of these. I know where I can pick one up, though. I know exactly where I can go, so we're going to just do this together real quick. Risen Road. Near the hyenas, but we're not going to go to the hyenas. We're going to go to the little house right over here. And don't take these people lightly in there. They can destroy you. Well, the one can, but I'm not worried about that right now. So I'm still going to get this on just in case. A little guidance for combat if I need to. Conduit ring and enhanced leap to run away if I needed to. I'm going to come up to the door. And I'm going to crouch. I'm going to... Okay, we passed the check. We're good. We're going to come right into here, this wooden hatch. Okay. And if we got into combat, no big deal. Take him out as fast as you can. The one guy behind the table. That is the most important person to take out. After that, everything's easy.
Stench. Body must have been here a good while.
Wait, oh, I'm still crouching. Okay. Let's make sure we'll be okay. We will go through checks. Survival checks, actually. Jeez. There's landmines everywhere, so...
That's curious.
Into the chest. I'm just looting chests. And the show you how to get into the secret room in here. Come on, there we go. Be careful with all these. And there's something interesting about vents. If there's an issue with a vent, all you have to do is drag and drop an item on it. And all the poisonous, whatever gas, whatever it is, disappears. So, surprise. That it works. The other thing here, let's see here. So we're going to drag and drop. And then drag and drop. Okay, really? Alright, we're just gonna drag and drop. Come on. We want to get these boxes on the seat of the chair. Or the vase. Or vase, whatever you like to say. Large bottle. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. Right there. And then right here. And watch this door open. Click.
There's a pressure plate in the
Oh,
chair.
we need to move that better on
I'm
the
missing
chair. There we
something.
go. Click. Okay. Now, before coming in, understand that this is a trap right here, and then you have your vents. Okay, so maybe you pass the check, maybe you don't, but just jump over it, and you shouldn't have any issues. So I'm going to loot everything, in all the chests in here, but you see there's a great axe by my mouse I'm picking up, quarterstaff, and there should be I thought there was a great sword in here. There's a great sword right here. So I'm going to pick that up. We're going to need that. And since I'm down here, I'm just going to loot the rest of the chest real quick. Nothing special. That should be... Yeah, that should be it. It's crap. We'll get the 33 gold. And we'll read pleasurable deal because I'm not sure. Okay, whatever. So now you're going to go to the Blighted Village. Go to the map, Blighted Village. Easy stuff here. And we're going to come right across.
Green in red.
I can't believe I didn't take these guys out yet. And again, right here in this barrel, not the fireplace letter, but the one behind here, this book, this journal. If you haven't read it, it gives you XP. This is lying to you. You need to use Featherfall. It's a little further down than it wants to let you actually know. And then just jump down in the hole. We want to put our gloves of thievery on and guidance real quick. There's a chest right here by this ladder. Okay. And we want to go ahead and disarm it. We're going to open it. And then we're going to read this. Sent to camp read. And that's part of this quest chain
Looks
we're
like this
on, right?
Susa bark might come
So
in
that
handy.
helps us out. But before we do that, we're going to just pick this up, loot this. Feather fall because I'm lazy. Oh, we already have it. Look at that. Look at that. Come over here. Click the
Let's see what this
fireplace.
does.
Click the bellows. Click the fireplace. Click the little thing there. And then we'll put our great sword right into here and combine it. Invalid. Oh, this is a different great sword. Whoa, hello. Whoa. Okay, you know the great swords that have that little wrap, that gray around it? That's what I'm actually looking for, but... What? Can I... That's crazy, bro. I usually have a great sword on me. But anyway, it'll upgrade whatever. And you just turn it in. You don't turn it in. You receive it. And now you can just sell it. But you also complete a quest. Okay, I'll come back here later then. There's nothing else. Oh, that's why I can't do it. Hold on, that's why I can't do it. I forgot to put in the... we don't put in the sword. We put in the tree bark that we just got moments ago. Here's the tree bark. Remember that? There we go. I'm sorry about that. My mind's slipping. And then we click the bellows one more time. Then we click the furnace one last time. We drag and drop the great sword in. We combine, and now I'll leave this right here. Little spoiler, but you know, nothing crazy.
A candy sweet scent wafts forth. The Susa bark infuses the weapon from within the flames. The flames sputter away. The sword is complete.
Okay. So now we have the sword. It's right here. And the Sister Great Sword, Constitution saving throw. You must, the target must, or they'll be silenced. So, you know, this could be a really good sword. But the Faraluve, whatever it is, the sword in the stone that you pull out, I don't even think it's Yeah, it's in my stash at camp. We're almost level 6, by the way. Um, but the Faraluve is a really wonderful sword to have. If I didn't mention that earlier, I may have not. All right, all this junk. Just junk. Just doing some inventory real quick. All that and this piece of bag of chips. Yes, sounds a camp. Come over here. Can we craft anything real quick? Elixirs, nothing. And then potion of speed. Nope, we're gonna just wait for that potion, those potions to be made. And then if you're needing more, so I'm right here, right? If you need more for some thieves tools, which you shouldn't because of Volo, you got like probably like 7 within these 2 rooms right here. You can just loot stuff. It's whatever. So I'm gonna port back to the Blighted Village. If I can read. Okay, there we go. Let's see here. We're gonna just start taking out enemies. So we'll come over. Oh yeah. There we go. Yeah, that part's gone. I don't remember if I did that or oh, I did do that earlier. That's right. We're gonna just come over here and just kill some stragglers. Well, have fun with this. Everyone wake up. We get the really, really funny part of the game coming in here. So let me get this. Yeah, fleet. Boots, guidance, and touch door. Get through the,
Then
open the door.
Some.
Best part. Best part. Let's attack. You can't get out of it. You have to attack. So it's not gonna matter. You should have died, sucker. All right. Come up here. Oh, excuse me. Come up here. Actually, that's cool. You know what? You know what? I can respect that. Hold up. Hold up a minute. Let's have fun with that. Crouch and turn. Yeah, this will be interesting. I don't get to see this much. We'll just get the drop on this one, dude. Like, why not? This will be real good. Oosh. No? Okay. Let's see here. Thunk. I mean, you know. Boom. Look at that. Matter of fact, I'm feeling froggy. I'm not even gonna... I was gonna jump up here, right? Right here, okay? And not here, though, but here. And do the thing where you, dread ambush or hide, and just skip turn and crouch. That's a good way to treat it. It's a smart way, actually, to treat it, to be honest with you. But anyways, we're gonna just sneak here and just come over here. We should be just fine. Oh, they saw me. Ooh, 99, 99. Okay, we are good. And it's dead. Dude, if I missed from that 15%, I'd be like, seriously, bro. Seriously. So. I think your chat overlay isn't working. No. I did this earlier. It was just to, clear it up for a little bit, but I forgot to clear it. So, no big deal. But you have a great night, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you later if you want to watch. Have a great night. And soon, I am going to call it. I'm going to finish up the Blighted Village real quick. And believe it or not, now, you know, this is too easy to where I can be extremely complacent. But I'm going to show you the other way that I do Blighted Village here. Just for quote-unquote safety reasons. But right now, you don't even need... You don't need to. You don't need to be safe. I mean, as long as you don't fall from a rooftop, right? You don't need to really be safe. These guys are so weak, it's ridiculous. So I'm just going to come up right behind this dude. This is what I usually do. I'm going to crouch. And then I'm just going to have 9 guidance. We're fine. Boom.
Took a lot.
Boom. Okay. Now I'm going to come all the way up here.
Can't slow down.
And I'm going to get this guy. This guy doesn't really move. This guy is annoying. These guys will come to you. So I'm not worried about it. But this dude, I can't stand him. So we're going to knock this guy out of the water. And our turn is done. So I'm going to check the area, right? We are fine. We're just going to hide. And they're going to come to us now. And as they come to us, we just pick them off from the rooftop. Shouldn't be an issue. Remember, you can throw on your, sharpshooter. Usually sharpshooter is supposed to be on 100% of the time, just about. Sometimes no. But most of the time, absolutely, absolutely yes. You just check the percentage. You just check the percentage. 95 versus 95. We're fine. It doesn't matter. But to have it on gives you an extra 10 DPS. So why not? And then we're going to kill this dude. That's that. We're going to turn around right here on this rooftop. Now, sometimes they like to give little problems because you can't attack them from here. But you can attack like this one or something. So I'm going to just hop on down carefully. Featherfall. And there. I'm not worrying about the buff order. It's just it's too easy. So I'm going to just come right over. Screw it. Right over here. Right in front of them. Who cares? I'm going to crouch. I'm going to hit you. If I didn't get the surprise, I didn't get the surprise. Who cares? Boom. 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 And we have enough HP, armor, all sorts of stuff. Like, we're good to go. Like, they can wail on us. They're not going to kill us. They're not going to kill us. And they can't crit us anyways. So it doesn't matter. And I'm here just to scoop up a little extra of that XP to get to level 6. Showcase leveling up for 6 and, you know, why it's important. And then I'll probably be off for the night. This is more of an entertaining, relaxing evening, but going a little bit in depth of understanding why this build does what it does, and personally, why it's so important to me, as well as many other players, of saying this is, out of any build that you should play, quickest finish for the game, soloing, all these things, and the most versatile, the most OP for what it gives. Like, it's nasty. So anyways, enough blabbering. You're gonna check on me. That's fine. Who cares? There we go. Problem solved. So close, so close. 28. Okay, so you know what? Oh, this is easy. Here, let's do this. Just do this. Featherfall, Enhanced Leap. Otherwise, you can go to this little fort, wherever it is. I'm sorry, it's right over here, right between here, Blighted Village and the Goblin Village. You still have that Goblin little camp thingy, you know.
We just want Mayrina back.
Whack it, the echo. Whack.
Bye, my lovelies.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, I forgot they die. I forgot about that. It doesn't matter. Hold on. I meant to read it. Read. Just drop item. Okay. Come through here. Actually, let's do that. Have a good night, though. Have a good night. Sorry if well, you're probably gone by now. But anyways, so enhance, yeah, we need enhanced leap. A little bit of that feather fall. We'll probably just
Everything is clear.
go right to the end depending on what scenery it gives us. If we pass the check, good. If not, no
A
worries.
chill
But anyway,
runs
we
up
came
your
here for the
spine.
level up.
You feel like you're being watched.
You know, we'll just do the investigation. Why not? We'll have fun with that. Nice. Nice.
You blink.
All right. So just come through here being very careful. These guys are absolutely nasty. No, wrong way.
Maybe I should.
My bad.
No. This
My
is good.
bad.
Sword and a hat. Wonder who.
Bro, get out of the frickin' water. Water is bad. Water is real bad. We have the waypoint at least. We're not going to do anti-Ethel right now. We're a little too low for an honor mode with anti-Ethel. If we reach level 8, we'll just go ahead and do anti-Ethel a little later on before we reach our point of no return, in Act 2, where it's just you're only bound to Act 2 and you are going straight after Ketherick, basically. All right, we're here for a reason. We're chilling out for now. Go to camp, and we're gonna just go ahead and level up here. I'll be ending shortly the stream. If there are any questions in the meantime, please feel free to ask. And other than that, I'm going to explain what we have here. So, Ranger, right, wrong. We're going to go straight into Rogue now. So, sorry, right here, add class. And we're going to go straight here for Rogue. And we have abilities right here. We're going to change them. We're going to change these abilities. We no longer need Sleight of Hand. We're going from 9 to 6. Now, here's the cool thing. We have Guidance, our Gloves of Thievery, and our Ring of Deception. We're fine. We're fine. And we're going to take that Sleight of Hand from here and drag it into tag it into Athletics. Very important. And then I need to see something real quick. There it is, Insight. Okay, so Insight versus Acrobatics. Whatever seems important for you, you do. My suggestion is this, okay, for all honesty. Insight is going to be important for a moment in Act 3, and we can stay with Insight. However, if we choose Acrobatics for safety right now, which you don't really need, but it's there, and if there's a whoopsie, it might just save you. So if this is your first time doing an honor mode run, especially with this character, meaning like, you know, it's your first time, right? Even if you feel comfortable, I'm just saying, hey, Acrobatics can't hurt, because what you can do in Act 3 is do a long rest, reskill yourself, relevel yourself. And right here at this point, you would pick Insight. And there's a reason we're going to pick Insight. And now that's funny. Ability checks. That is going to fix, this number will actually go up possibly by an additional point. But off screen, meaning on your rolls. Because we're going to use an Insight check in Act 3. This just helps us say, oh, we're able to get our perma buff that is like the best buff in the game. So that's why it's so important. In a minute, baby girl. Okay. She's something else. But for now, okay, I would stick with Acrobatics, or you can go into Deception if you really wanted to, but I'm going to just stick with Acrobatics for now. There's plenty of times where I just clicked Insight and said screw it. Okay, but let me make sure I have everything. Athletics, Stealth. Yeah, we want Stealth. We keep Stealth always. So confirm, accept. Okay. So right here was really important for that, but we also received Sneak Attack. So let me talk about this. Let me put that down here. Put Sneak Attack now. My order is going to change. Okay. Boom. Just like that. Every opportunity we can, basically, we're going to Sneak Attack. Okay. When it's available. So, piercing damage, thunder damage because of our weapon, remember, and an additional piercing damage. deal extra damage to a foe you have an advantage against, which is almost every single one. And you also can use this attack if you have an ally. Here's the deal: an ally within 1.5 meters of the target, and you don't have disadvantage. So if you were using more than one person in your group, okay, whether it be multiplayer or this, or if you're doing duos, you just having this character and, like, I don't know, another build another character with you, right? That's where if they're near the target within 1.5 meters, but you're not, you're going to be okay. So that's just an extra perk, but that's not going to be completely necessary. But it's the extra damage against a foe that you have advantage against, and that's going to be most of our enemies. So that's why it's so important. This is a really great ability. This action is amazing. Okay, now, with that said, I am going to end the stream this evening. Again, I've had a long couple of days, but I will be back more likely than not tomorrow. And that's it. So I hope you guys had a really good evening. I hope that tomorrow's going to be a really great Thursday for you. And until then, if you have any questions or you think about any, let me know next stream. Write them down if you want, whatever you want. If you just are entertained by the BG3 playthrough or my commentary, hey, that's awesome and I appreciate it. Just a little tired right now and getting a little hoarse. But have a great night again, and I'll catch you later. Take care.